Welcome back, everyone. We are starting Chapter 8 of Final Fantasy VII Remake. Pick up right where we left off. Alright, so, in the last video we had just fallen down into Aerith. We met her, basically. We landed on her flowers. And right now we are in her church, I guess, where she's growing these. Let's take a look around. Not a whole lot to do here, but...
And just when I had finished tending the flowers here, gotta start over.
I do apologize that I fell from the top plate to your flowers. So I think there's a little Easter egg here if we walk near the door.
Hang back. We're not in any hurry.
So I don't know if you heard that, but you can actually hear somebody outside the door there. Maybe we'll find out soon who that might be. Oh, it is cold as hell this morning. Can't feel my toes.
I could stick around a bit.
Really? You will? In that case... Huh?
I'll see myself in. Thanks. And who are you?
He's my bodyguard. And a soldier. Pretty cool, huh?
Huh? A soldier?
Ex-soldier.
Well, what do you know? You've got the eyes, at least.
You don't mind, do you? Bodyguard work's not too different from merc stuff, right?
Huh?
I guessed. From the sword. Just do this for me, okay?
Fine, but it'll cost you. A lot.
A lot, huh? One date ought to do it.
Huh. Well, you're weird enough to be one. What class?
First.
If you're gonna bullshit me, at least try to make it believable.
Hey, watch the flowers!
You heard the lady.
I'll make this quick.
You better.
Bye.
Alright, so let's break this down real quick. We have a couple security officers, an elite officer, and a new enemy in the back who we can't quite select yet. His name is Reno. He's part of the Turks, which we'll find out here shortly. He's not too much of a fight at this point in the game, but... Alright, as you can see, it's just 3 guards. This should be no problem. Let's just go ahead and take them out real quick.
Get ready. That's that.
Switch to Punisher. Make it nice and quick.
Enough.
Since when? This is the first I've heard of it.
As it was a class.
How dare you, sir.
I don't think that counts then.
Easy.
Hey! Little help in here, guys?
Now we got a few more. And just like the first 3, it's really just the same thing.
No holding back.
Easy peasy.
Good old what's-his-face. Hardly knew ya. You're doing cleanup, but I'm damn good at it!
Alright, so if you noticed, the game hints at ways to beat this guy. So obviously Reno is fast. But if you notice, Cloud did a whole lot of blocking there, so I think they're suggesting we lean into Punisher mode, and that's exactly what we're going to do here, after we build up a little bit of gauge to assess him real quick.
Let's do this.
So he's actually pressured, so I'm going to focus thrust him first, just to build that gauge, and then we'll assess him.
Allow me.
So Reno, an operative with the Turks unit of Shinra's General Affairs Division, dyslexic. Fast and extremely agile, he leaps into attack with a special Shinra-made security baton. Magic and lightning attacks have only a slight effect on his stagger gauge. Okay, so as you can see, he's resistant against magic in general and lightning specifically, so it's probably best to just focus on counterattacking with Punisher, and we'll kind of just follow up with attacks to pressure him as we go on here.
Lucky shot. Try me. What location?
I think we cannot block these. Oop, yep. Oh, that's what I can't block.
Let's go.
You jerk.
Here it comes. Come here. Here we go. Shit. Steady. Let's do this. You're done.
Alright, so really I'm just doing that to build my gauge so I can cure real quick, because we can't hurt him past half health at this point.
Gotta make me work for it, huh? Well, lucky for you, tough guy. Consummate professional. Figured this dance.
Alright, so we're just gonna avoid these. We can fight them. There's really no point to it, I don't think. I mean, we can assess just to add it to the list, but
Too bad.
no attacks exhibit any effect on their stagger gauge. So really, you just, if you want to blow it up, blow it up. If you want to avoid it, go ahead and avoid it. And don't forget, guys, I will go through a more in-depth boss battle guide in another video, particularly during the hard run. I'll probably be skipping cutscenes and just running through the entire game, collecting everything, doing the side quests, and of course beating bosses. And at that point, I'll give you more specific boss tips, because they're really not that difficult. But if you have any questions or are struggling with a particular boss, just let me know in the comments, and I'll take a look at it. See if I can help you out.
Here we go.
I did not want to get hit with that. Alright. Jerk's actually gonna force me to take him out.
That's that. Never again. No holding back. Here it comes.
As you can see, as soon as I get pressured, all I do is wait till I build up a gauge, and then I just use focused thrust. Focused thrust, because that builds stagger gauge much quicker.
Going in. I'll end this.
You've got it all wrong, man. I just wanted to.
Cloud!
Sir! Are you hurt?
I'm fine. Go get the girl.
Sir!
Interesting. The Spectres are back.
The hell?
Weird. They're not attacking.
It's like they're trying to prevent something. But what?
Over
If
here!
you played the original, you know these are a very new part of the remake. They're nothing to do with the original game, so lots of speculation right now on what they might be or what their purpose
Nowhere to go
is.
but up.
Okay, so you're gonna notice right here, you cannot get to this no matter what you do.
Trying to stop us?
We'll be able to get that materia. We can't get it until the end of the chapter, though, so go ahead and at this point just keep moving up. We're going to go up to the left first. I think there's a chest somewhere up here. Actually, no, it's down here. That's what it is. Here's the first. Really? Huh. Okay.
Through the attic. Maybe we can get out that way.
Right.
Alright.
Through that hole.
Let's keep moving then. Interesting.
They
What do you want? A trophy? What the hell is
Come
that?
on.
Alright, so down here is the first chest of the chapter. One of the odd-looking ones. It's got a talisman. So, I'm gonna take a look real quick. I don't have Aerith yet in my party, so I can't really equip her. But when you do get a hold of her for the first time, make sure you equip her with some materia and items and level up her weapon. Sometimes I tend to forget that when I get new party members. Alright, so they really guide you to where they want you to go.
I'll go first. Come on.
Nothing! Up there!
Hey, no shooting!
Oh, man.
Hey, you okay?
Probably. Or maybe not.
If there's so much as a scratch on her, you're done.
Sir!
We bring her in one piece. What now?
Run!
Move and I'll shoot!
Oh no, you won't.
But sir!
What is he, hard-headed? He just said he'd kill him if there was even a scratch and he's gonna shoot her?
Could drop that.
Okay, so it's kind of funny right here because it's just 3 guards and a wounded, unable to fight Reno, and instead of fighting them, we're going to get a little mischievous here. We'll be taking some kind of little, I guess we can call it a puzzle, but it's really not a puzzle. So we're gonna have to get rid of the guards somehow, and we're gonna do that by first going up into the attic. Oop. I guess we don't do that yet. So we're gonna go up to the right. No. Just kidding. Make our way all the way over here to drop the chandelier rather than just jumping down and fighting. It's ridiculous.
Run!
Hey,
Stop her! Over there!
Okay, so now we're gonna all the way back.
over here.
Alright, just kidding. We're not gonna go all the way back. You know, on the hard version, we have to probably get through this a little bit quicker. You lose a hell of a lot of health real fast here. Alright, and we're off.
Thank you.
Great.
Let's move.
Cloud, give
So,
me a hand.
instead of going right back to where I was, I literally climbed the entire ceiling length back while being shot at. Sometimes the things in this game that they do just does not make sense, but in the original we were pushing barrels down to help her escape, but I guess one chandelier and a goofy hand walk across the ceiling is a better better way to do it in the remake, so. Anyway, to the attic.
They're in the attic. Should we pursue?
Nah, leave him be.
But sir!
Partners got it. We are out. Beginner's luck.
More of those things.
It's like they're guiding us.
Stay close.
So cool.
A lot of people are upset with these. I've heard weak storytelling, and it's an excuse to change things without actually having to find a good reason, but I want to see how it all plays out before I make any judgments. I mean, I like what they've done with the remake, and I think they did a really good job. I mean, it's not exactly like the original, but it still really very much has the spirit of the original, in my opinion, so while it's not a shot-for-shot remake, I really think they did a good job. Even if they did add some weird, goofy, flying ghost things, specters, whatever you want to call them. So, here's our second chest of the Moogle metal. Oop, just kidding, that's the next one. Smelling salts first. So let's go ahead and keep moving.
Need to stay ahead of them.
Prep for exfil.
Or not. They gone?
Yeah, think so.
What are they?
I think, actually, I don't know. Let's just go.
Here's our first look at the slums. So cool. Man, they did such a good job. Really, really filled this world up.
Okay.
I love it.
Up for crossing the rooftops? See that pillar over there? There's a station right by it. Shall we mosey on over?
Let's.
Wonder how many times she's climbed across this to be that confident in her ability.
So, what's next for you?
A little bit of bodyguard work.
Right.
After that, it's back to the Sector 7 slums.
You know how to get there?
Yep.
Of course you do.
That suit from earlier. He was one of Shinra's Turks. What's a Turk want with you?
Dunno. Hey, don't Turks keep an eye out for potential soldiers and stuff?
They do more than just scout for candidates. Turks get called in to handle all kinds of situations, with extreme prejudice.
Professional bad guys. Gotta love them.
Back to my question. So what's he to you? Looked like you knew each other.
Maybe he thought I could be the greatest soldier yet.
Forget
Alright,
it.
shit talker.
You mad?
Careful. Not a lot of room.
Gotcha. Thanks.
Alright, not a lot of room, and she is inside of my body. Nice. She couldn't have been more intrusive there. Awesome. Sometimes it's nice to just take a second and just appreciate what they've done with the world. I know people like to zip through games, but I mean, they must have spent countless hours building and refining the artwork and the scene. This scene alone, I mean, it's just awesome. Really love what they did, as I've mentioned numerous times. I'm sure you're all getting tired of hearing about it, but I think they did good. It's worth talking about, I think. While the whole scene is pretty linear, it's just kind of building a little bit of rapport
Be
between
surprised if you had.
Cloud and Aerith,
It's
so
honestly kind of exciting.
Well,
it's a nice
first
little
time
change
and
of pace from the rest of the game. That's our destination.
Wait! Give me a moment.
But now you need a minute. Am I literally supposed to come back to you? I mean, good lord. Come on, lady.
Don't just run off on your own.
Those the words of a soldier candidate?
So petty.
Should be an ether in here. Yep. Alright. We are just about at our next destination.
So, does no one live in these buildings?
Nope. No one to get mad if we make noise. Looks kinda rusty.
I'll go first. It's pretty old. Be careful.
Okay. Ugh.
Easy now.
You worry too much. I'm not some princess who needs to be coddled. Shit.
So, obviously the first time I was here, I quickly grabbed her, but I always find it kind of funny to just let her dangle for a second. You did all this junk talk back there, and now she has nothing to say. Just dangles as Cloud watches. It just struck me as amusing, because in real life, obviously, I think everybody would have jumped to try and help her up, but the fact that you can wait here and even turn your back to her is kind of funny.
Whew. That was unexpected. Thank you, Cloud. Ah, there it is. The wall. You know, I thought about leaving once, but in the end, I couldn't.
Too dangerous?
Too much. A whole world bursting with life. Maybe more than I can handle, I think sometimes. Even now. People hate the steel sky, the slums, but I don't. How could I? All that passion, all those dreams, flowing and blending together into something greater.
Alright. Couple choppers in the distance. Interesting. I wonder why.
This time, I'll go first.
Go for
After
it.
all, I can't count on you to wait.
Sure about this?
See for yourself.
This would actually be the scariest bit of all
Maybe
this.
I'll go on ahead and leave you all by your lonesome.
Might have to, because I'm not sure I'm going to
Just-
do what you're doing.
Maybe you shouldn't talk.
Then you talk. Tell me a story.
Oh boy.
Not for free.
Cheapskate. You're. Ah! 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 Ah!
Oh,
Ah! 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 Huh. Gotcha.
you're killing me here.
See, she is a complete shit talker. It's pretty funny.
Here goes nothing.
Yeah, I'm not sliding down a rusty pipe, man. You got your tetanus shot.
You good?
Of course. My hero.
Never a dull moment with you.
That a compliment?
Not really.
Thanks anyway.
Alright, so now we should have her in the party. And
We're getting closer
go
to the
ahead
station.
and reconfigure
Even
her
so,
equipment.
we'll probably
So,
run into a few monsters on
as
the
you
way.
remember, there was
There's
a
a
yellow
face that's
materia
weird, so what?
in the church.
I fought scarier things in my sleep.
We're not going to be able to get it right now, and I'll just kind of show you that.
Where are you going,
See.
Cloud?
They don't want us back yet, but don't worry, we will get it. Let's take a look at her equipment. Actually, we'll upgrade weapons before we do anything. 45 points, so she's got plenty of stuff to do here. Should have some good options for customizing. So, Aerith really specializes in magic, specifically, and healing. She's really good as a healer or magic user of any kind, so we're going to focus on getting her MP up and her magic attack power up. So, as you can see, her SP list starts at 8 and 10 versus the other characters who have started with like 4 and 6, so won't be getting as much, but in the way of upgrades anyway. But let's go ahead and start with materia slot. As I said, I always like to start with those, even if it was 12. It's a little expensive, but it's totally worth it in the long run. So magic attack power up, definitely want that. MP up, absolutely. Now her HP is pretty low. We're going to want to do magic defense, I would think. So she generally isn't right up in any enemy's face. You won't have to use... I mean, you're going to want defense. It's a good skill to have, but she's generally a back row user. So she'll be casting magic, she'll be throwing, energy orbs and stuff. Her skill Tempest, I believe, her triangle ability. It's all long range. Like, you don't have anything that's going to require her to be right up in an enemy's face, so I would focus on any sort of long-range defenses, things like that. Okay, so let's see what else we got. Physical damage reduction. Yeah, we might as well, because she does have low HP, like I said, so let's get her some defense if we can here. Alright, let's take a look at what we can actually physically give her now. So she has a mithril armlet, which is 10 defense and 40 magic defense, which is pretty darn good. Especially when you compare it to, like, say, the titanium bangle, which is our latest armor we got for Cloud. Let's see if we can go to Cloud real quick. Because he's still using the iron bangle, so we might as well give him the titanium while we're here. You can see that'll boost his defense, magic, and regular. Alright. Let's give her the Star Pendant. I always like to have a character immune to poison. I don't necessarily suggest you need this here. I'm just going to wear it just because poison is such a pain to deal with, and having it on 2 characters is just sometimes unmanageable if you're fighting a lot of enemies. Alright, so we'll leave her with the mithril armlet. That's not bad, and Cloud can have the titanium, and then we're going to go ahead and start equipping some materia. So, as I mentioned, she is a healer. I mean, she should probably be having the healing materia that Cloud has, so we're going to give her healing. And you notice she also has prayer materia. So, prayer is a command materia, which means it doesn't cost MP, and it allows you to restore the entire party's HP, whereas something like chakra just restores a single character's. So, it doesn't restore a whole lot at first, but as you can see, if you get it to 5-star, it will significantly restore HP. So it's a good skill to have. These are the types of materials that you're really going to want for your New Game Plus hard mode playthrough. Command materia, especially the healing command materia, is invaluable in that way. But for New Game, or excuse me, for the regular playthrough, we can use materia pretty much at any point in time. Refocus. Oh boy, I forgot about this thing. I actually don't remember what this does. Allows you to refocus limit break. Can only be used once for battle. Maybe you get to redo it. I don't know, but we'll find out. Although, as you can see, it's already maxed, so I'm not even gonna use it on her right now. I want something that I can level up. I hate just wasting inventory space in my character on things that aren't leveling up. Okay, so go by default. Just wanted to reorganize it, see what we have here. So we'll give her a cleansing materia. So healing, cleansing, and we're actually going to give Cloud Prayer, I think. Maybe? Nah, I don't know. Let's give her fire. What's Cloud have? Revival, Thunder, Assess, Max, but obviously I need this to assess enemies, so I'll have to keep it on. We're gonna give him Deadly Dodge. Deadly Dodge is great for a character like Cloud, because right after you dodge, as you can see, he's gonna do an attack command in the immediate area that he rolls into. So, especially when you get to level 2, it becomes a pretty good skill. So I'm gonna use Deadly Dodge. And then also, let's use... Oh, I don't know. Let's give him Poison, just to keep that leveling up. You know what? She has pretty low HP though. I'm gonna leave it like this. It should be okay. I mean, we're not gonna run into any major enemies at this point anyway, so we'll keep everything as it is, and we'll keep moving.
Look out, Cloud!
Alright, so we have a Hedgehog pie here. We've not assessed this one, so let's go ahead and attack it a little bit, fill up our gauge, assess it, and find out what we're going to have to do to take it down quickly.
Allow me.
Okay, so ice attacks rapidly fill their stagger gauge, knocking them off balance, causing them to rampage, making them harder to stagger. Interesting. So, I guess because I just knocked him off balance, he's going to lose his mind, so now's the time to finish him.
Someone looks like they're in their element.
I'm gonna go ahead and hit Cloud with a Cure spell. Should better do Cura. Go. Full up. Just in case we encounter anything difficult on the way. Don't want to be at half health. Alright, we have what looks like some were-rats and hedgehog pies, so let's just double check. We have assessed these. Tactical data not available. I wonder why that is. They are assessed.
Here we go. That's that.
No, I'm not gonna waste any time reassessing them if we've already done it. Oh,
Enough.
wonder. There we go.
So, Cloud, you don't know the slums that well, do you?
Compared to you? No. Training grounds, barracks, battlefields. That's the world I know.
You sound proud of that. Station's there.
I can see that.
Oh? Thought the world you knew didn't include stations.
Ha ha.
I love how she literally goes through at the same time as me and clips right through me. You go first, and then absorbs into my body to walk through me. Okay. Remember earlier there were choppers, and I think we're gonna find out why here.
I can't believe this is happening.
If you would all just please calm down.
Hey, what the hell's going on?
Come on. There's no need to shout.
Popular place.
Yeah, well, it's got a good view of the reactor.
It's on fire!
And a show.
They know that. They're worried.
Oh, didn't expect to see you here.
Huh? Yeah.
Oh,
So while she's talking, I'm gonna grab this chest. Gonna kill.
I'm glad you're okay. Did any debris hit the church?
Not debris. No.
That's something at least. But you
Keep
know
moving.
that's really loud. Wait!
Okay. Let's see what we got here. Ooh, Kate Sith's theme. Alright, what else do we got for sale here? Earrings. Increases magic power. That might be good for Aerith, actually. Got a little extra gil. Screw it. Buy one. Since we didn't give her an accessory earlier anyway. Oh wait, we did. We gave her the star pendant. It's okay. We'll give her the earring since we bought it. As you can see, it boosts her magic attack by 6. It's pretty healthy. It's not a bad accessory for her. There's better ones for increased magic, but for right now, like, it's not too bad. Okay. Let's keep moving.
Would you like a bowl of marsh stew?
Huh?
The perfect blend of sweet and spicy.
Deck is all clear!
Rope's good! Go!
Form up! Let's go!
Another Turk.
A real man on a mission.
On the hunt, more like.
For me? For you?
Don't know. Don't care.
Then, let's stick to the back streets? Ah. There will be monsters.
Better than Shinra.
Try 'em with our sweet and spicy sauce. All the fatty flavor and calories you need to get you through the day.
Spicy sauce. Yes, please.
There's a Shinra dump site up ahead. Not the kind of place anyone
Could
would
go
ever
for some
choose to
chorizo
hang
right now.
around
It
in.
sounds
But a great place to
really
lay
tasty.
low.
Alright, my hunger aside.
They've got the run of it.
That's it!
No telling where they'll come from.
Monsters instinctively target weaker prey.
Hmm.
We have a new one up here.
You'd better watch out then, Cloud. Guess I gotta.
Let's do this.
Forgers. We're gonna take one out before we assess the others.
Too bad.
Alright. Tactical data not available. I wonder why that is. Large insects found throughout the slums. They always move in swarms, scavenging for food scraps and preying on whatever crosses their path, whether it be small animal or human. Interesting. Okay, well, they're weak against magic and ice, so
See ya.
Aerith really shouldn't have any issue fighting them. She's not. So we got two paths here. We're gonna head to the left path first.
That way's a dead end. They were doing some
I'm aware.
construction,
Thank you,
but
Eric.
quit halfway.
Just a potion. Every once in a while you get lucky with one of those. Go on back and then head down the right path now, which is the direct path. I wish someone would come clean this place up. This is crazy.
Over here.
Okay. So if only we could just quickly do this. But as you can see, it's not
That
wanting to
didn't work.
cooperate.
Maybe it's broken? Pretty sure this path
So
loops
instead
around.
of slicing it in half like all the metal boxes I've been dealing with lately, we're going to go the very, very long way
I
around
wonder if we can move
to get down there. But luckily, when we do get down there, we can walk up here and open this up, and it will be a shortcut for future use. So.
Ah, I knew it.
I mean, like, how did this truck just get here and start rusting? Did it fall from an upper plate or something? Like, some of the trash here just doesn't even make any sense. Interesting. Phoenix down, beautiful. Alright, let's keep... Uh-oh. Now, damn it,
Here we go.
that's why I wanted to wait to open those boxes. I thought there was going to be something. Felt a little bit too open to not have encounters with enemies.
Must have been a new breed.
How do you figure?
Because they went for the stronger prey.
So we'll go this way first to grab that chest. As you can see, the ladder on the right is broken, so we can walk down it, I think, but we can't walk up it. Caliginius, maybe? Bracelet? Interesting word. Probably butchering. Designed for efficient materia usage. So basically all it's saying is it added an extra socket, but it's terrible when it comes to stats. So not a particularly good armor, but if you want to collect everything, you're going to want to grab it nonetheless. So as I said, we can go down. Just have to go right back up the same ladder. And in this case, we'll go to the left.
There, check it out. The heart of the slums.
That's the heart of the slums. Alright, cool.
Still a fair ways
Oh, there
off.
it is.
Well, we did take a detour. Getting tired?
Nah.
Me, I'm feeling a bit hungry. How about you?
Amazed.
You're in for a treat when we make it back.
Don't have time for that.
You'll want to make time for my mom's cooking. And that's the final word on it. We'll get home quick and eat ourselves stupid.
That sounds great. Oh, I want to eat so bad. I'm starving this morning. It's just been a cold night. Only got down to like the 40s here in Florida, but my god, it is cold for a Floridian. I'm used to temps being around, 80 and 100, so and when it gets down to like 60, I'm cold. 40 is like frigid.
Okay then.
Get ready. Sorry.
That wasn't so bad.
Alright, so let's go up this path real quick. So it definitely looks like a clearing of some kind where we're gonna get into a fight perhaps a little bit later on. Thought we could do something now, but I'm sure a side quest of some kind will take us back to this area a little bit later. But good to know where it's at. Get the map all nice and cleared and open, that way when they do give it to us, we're not searching for it, so that's good. This, on the other hand, is almost missable. Remedy. Always good to have remedies. They clear all abnormal status effects if you weren't aware already. Poison, sleep, stun, things like that. Wonder what these are. What are they called? And why don't I get one? You can make a Final Fantasy where you drive around in a mech the whole time. There's been, you know, periods in Final Fantasy games where they'll let you ride in a mech briefly, like in some of the older ones, but certainly not the whole time. I think they called it Magitech back then, though. So maybe 5 or 6. I didn't realize that opened for us. Thought we had to go up first. Ah, yes, these. So, as you can see, this is locked. And there is clearly materia and golden boxes and chests galore. We're gonna be able to get in here. It's gonna be a little bit later in the game, but I will not forget, don't worry. For right now, it's inaccessible, so don't stress too much about it.
It's awake!
Don't wish it kept
Alright.
sleeping.
So let's build our gauge up real quick. That way we can get an idea of what this thing does and what it's all about.
Allow me.
Alright, so a Chromogger. An autonomous robot discarded by Shinra. As part of its self-repair protocol, it uses nearby scrap material to put itself back together. It also intermittently emits smog. Great, just what our planet needs, is an actual Chromogger. Okay, so hitting it while using haywire haze makes it susceptible to staggering. Lightning fill its gauge rapidly, and enemy skills can be learned from this monster. Okay, cool. So, if I remember right, these guys are kind of aggravating. Can be, anyway.
Alright.
So, I'm gonna go ahead and use Thunder to get it staggered as quick as possible. Or defeated, in this case. Because I think the smog... Oh, self-destruct, right. And you don't want to be near them when they die, or they do blow up. I think I instinctually knew that as I moved away from it. So, two things here. When fighting those, if it does do its smog attack, don't step in the pools. It's obviously going to harm you. And secondly, this is the door that wouldn't open previously that now I believe we should be able to open from this side.
That door that was stuck.
And
Maybe
this
it
way we
opens from
have
this side?
a shortcut next time we need to go through. Perfect. Okay, you don't have to do that, but when you get side quests, it will make that significantly easier to traverse this area to find what you're looking for, so...
You sure you want to fight?
No holding back. That it?
Okay, so like the other gate, this one is locked from this side, as I'll demonstrate here.
Don't think it'll open.
Yet again,
What to
instead of
do?
just,
That
I don't
gate
know,
just doesn't wanna
rolling
open,
under this
does it?
gigantic gap in the bottom, which I think she's thin enough to actually go through, or slicing it in half with my
Maybe
gigantic
there's a way to
sword.
get over it?
We're going to
For you at least.
do a little parkour with Cloud here. She says there's a way to get over it, for you at least. What an absolute jerk. Oh yeah, yeah. So before we go up here, we actually have to use that first ladder that I was going to go up before this distracted me. And we're going to want to push this box. That way it gives us something to land on when we drop from this first section here, since it doesn't go all the way across. One push should do it. Alright, now we can go ahead and start climbing across. You know, I said one push will do it, and I kept holding, and it turns out it's two pushes. Two pushes will do it. Son of a bitch. I swear, the game, I don't understand. Like, if you want me to hold and that is push, that's fine, but if I'm holding the button, like, keep pushing. I held it for, felt like quite a while there just to make sure, but yeah, there's just a few quirks of the game. That is what it is. Not a huge deal. Okay, so now let's continue on. So he didn't even push it all the way over still. Are you gonna drop, or? There we go. Alright. So, this is the last time we'll ever see Aerith.
Can you get it open from over there?
Just kidding. She has to come with you. Pretty important part of the story.
Thanks, Cloud. I knew you'd find a way.
I always do.
Guess we're home free.
No need for thanks. I'd rather get paid.
Hmm? You're getting paid right now. Huh?
Oh.
May not be able to go in yet. Yeah, we're gonna need a key. So, it's another side quest area, which we'll go to a little bit later. Quite a bit to do in this chapter.
Should be able to relax a little now.
Don't forget about the Turks.
Ah.
Could come at us anytime. Keep an eye out.
Alright, so now we have a split here in the path. I believe we go left. Right, I think, takes us back, which we'll head that way at some point to the train station, but we're going left here.
War's coming? The Sector 5 slums are right there. God, I'm so nervous.
What are they watching?
Hey!
I don't know, Aerith. Let's go find out.
I made a first roll to
Gramps has been feeling a lot better ever since he heard about
What could they
I'm
possibly
standing
be
inside the
trying to
gutted shell of
accomplish?
Mako Reactor 5.
They're working for Wutai,
As you
isn't it
can see,
obvious?
there's still a lot of smoke rising
using
from the rubble.
spies so they don't have to break
While
the
fallen
ceasefire.
beams and other debris
I'm telling
continue to hinder
those
rescue
foreign
efforts,
devils are
the
trying to
fires
start
appear to
another
have been
war.
mostly
So if we
extinguished.
help catch the bombers, we get a reward
over
or
there.
something?
That's the director of Shinra's Advanced Weaponry Division, isn't it?
Enough of that doom and
Excuse
gloom.
me, ma'am, but
But
would you
we're
mind
safe
answering a
down
few
here.
questions?
They're targeting reactors. There's no
Can you
reason
give us
for
any
them to
updates
attack
on the
slums.
status of the reactor?
So,
What
when are
kind
the
of
trains
damage
gonna
did it
start
suffer
up
in the
again?
explosion? Are we in any danger?
Mako Reactor 5 has been temporarily shut down, and all fires have been successfully extinguished. The situation is under control, and the people of our fair city need not worry about any additional complications. We're in the process of conducting a full forensic investigation, but we suspect the device used was similar to that employed in the attack on Mako Reactor 1. The perpetrators of that atrocity were filmed making their escape. These agents of the eco-terrorist group Avalanche are currently believed to be in hiding somewhere in Midgar.
And given that this group has now attacked 2 reactors in quick succession, can they really be stopped before they strike again?
What do you think? Have no fear. Shinra will keep Midgar safe.
Okay, time's up!
All right, let's go.
Well, that makes me feel safe. I don't know about you guys.
Any day now.
Why the
So,
hell would
at this
anyone
point,
do
let's
that?
just follow Aerith. We'll get to explore this whole section in a few minutes, but
Man, I can't decide
Oh, what timing! Mind lending me a hand?
Place is really hopping, huh?
Nice side effect of the train situation.
enjoyed my
So,
tour of the
what do you
Shiva
say?
building.
I'd love to, but
you want to work for free?
Do I need to
I
make
help
a
out every now and
no
then.
thanks.
It's fun.
building tour? Nah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's fun.
Aerith!
Folks there will take care of you.
Well, well.
Oh.
What are you doing all the way up there?
Was trying to get a look at the reactor. Who's this guy?
This is Cloud. He's a mercenary. And currently my bodyguard. That's Oates.
See you.
Bye, Oates.
2 peas in a pod.
Aerith!
So, what are you guys up to?
We all went to see the reactor. Oh, that's right. You're supposed to come by the house.
What for?
I don't know. You're just supposed to.
Well, guess we have a new destination. I should probably explain. The Leaf House is the local orphanage. That's where all these kids live.
Hey, Aerith, where'd you go? The church again? Next time, we should all go together.
Why, hello, Aerith. As popular as ever, I see.
Apparently, but they sure keep me on my toes.
Better than being bedridden. Thanks again for all those herbs. You've helped a lot of people.
No problem. Anytime.
How'd you manage to find so many anyway?
Oh, I have my ways.
And him?
He's my bodyguard, just until I get home.
And you're sure he's up to it?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Since I'm so generous, I gather medicinal herbs for his patients sometimes.
I'm sorry, this doctor is smoking and you're going to take advice from him? No. Lost
Here's the
all
Leaf
credibility.
There you are.
We're back.
Just
And
knocked
we
over
brought
like
Aerith
every
with
stool
us.
over here.
Sorry to make you come out here.
Don't be. It's on my way home.
Well then, I hope you won't mind me asking for some flowers.
No problem. How many?
All you can carry. What with all the doom and gloom we've been hearing on the news recently, I thought some flowers might help cheer everyone up.
I'm sure they will, and I'd love to help.
Let's all wash up before our meal.
Alright. So we're going to go grab some flowers. 'Cause I don't think we can go in
Thanks
there
so
yet.
much, Aerith.
What? I'm not Aerith, but you're welcome.
Someone told me that talking to them would help them grow bigger.
So, Cloud, what's your favorite flower?
They're all the same to me.
Huh. You sure you want to say that to a florist?
Better than lying.
Okay. Then what'd you do with the flower I gave you?
You
give it away?
I did.
Ooh, to who? Tell me.
Don't recall. What?
Thought you didn't like lying. Well,
Busted.
anyway.
Yeah, he's pretty bad at lying. I don't recall.
My house is just up this path. Mom should be home by now, so I'll introduce you.
Alright, now we're coming up on Aerith's house, which is the nicest home in
There you
the
go.
entirety of
That's
this
my
game
house.
somehow.
It's amazing.
It's got its own personal waterfall. It's kind of ridiculous.
Come on. I'm home.
Hey, baby. Been up to no good? Rude came by.
So, this is my mom, Elmira. And this is Cloud, my bodyguard.
Hi.
Take good care of her?
That's my job. Or was my job.
Yep, thanks. So, Cloud, you gonna head back to Sector 7?
Yeah.
Then I'll show you the way.
Then why'd you have me bring you here? What if the Turks show up again?
It'd suck, but I've dealt with them before. Honestly, I'm much more worried about you. What if you get lost, huh? You'd be too embarrassed to admit it, and so you'd just keep on going.
Quit acting like you know me.
Hey, Mom, I'm gonna go take Cloud over to Sector 7, okay?
Okay. But why not wait until tomorrow? If you head out now, it'll be dark when you get back. Better to rest up here and make the trip first thing in the morning, when you'll have daylight to spare.
That's true. She's got a point, Cloud.
Hold up.
Oh, yeah. I still need to deliver some flowers to the Leaf House. Since we have a little time before dinner, you should come with.
That wasn't the deal.
You mean you want more? Even though you've got a priceless reward coming your way? Do you know what I promised him?
I'll do it.
I'll go grab the baskets. Be right back.
That Aerith, she's a handful, isn't she? It must be tough. No, never mind.
Alright. Must be tough. No, never mind. So at this point, you can kind of explore her house a little bit if you want. I don't think there's really much in here. We're gonna have to go up to the third story, I guess.
That's weird. Could have sworn I put them here.
So it sounds like she's looking for something, which we'll find out shortly what that is. In the meantime, we'll come take a look at the view up top. Oh boy, that transition. Ouch. Pretty nice. I would not mind living in a place like this. Especially with the waterfall. I mean, that's pretty killer. Wonder what Aerith's mother does for a living to be able to afford the nicest spot in the entire game.
Found him! You take this one.
Huh?
Take it. Right. Off we go. And these right here are my babies.
Alright. Now we're gonna pick some flowers for the orphanage. She's gonna ask you to pick 3. Really doesn't matter which 3 you pick. You can pick 3 of your favorite, 3 random ones, 3 of the same. Doesn't matter.
Which ones do you think we should pick?
Any of them.
Oh, don't be like that. I know you have an eye for this kind of thing.
So as you can see, the decorations on Leaf House are the only thing that are going to really change. And since I just want to be done with this section...
That's the one I gave you.
Huh. It is?
Nice try, mister. You can't fool me.
Yep, so let's just...
I think we still need a few more.
Yeah, let's just load up.
Which should we pick next?
More of the same. And once more for good luck.
She said, as many as you can carry, so maybe a few more?
we're good
Let's
now.
make a delivery,
what do
shall
you
we?
say? Shall we go?
Trying. Let's go. And we will be back to explore this whole area, because there is some things we can pick up, but for some reason I can't. There we go. She's like having a stroke right now. What is happening?
No need to hurry. We're not under the gun or anything.
I'm not cut out for this crap.
Sure you are. And when you're done, you'll be drowning in job offers. So, how do you think they'll arrange these flowers?
Dunno.
Well, we'll soon find out.
I love to study Andre's favorites, and I'm gonna read them all.
I'll wait out here.
Oh, okay. But I might be a while. Why not check out the town?
Okay, so now we're kind of free to explore a little bit of the town. There's not a whole lot to do yet, but we can knock out a couple of little things before we get Aerith back in the party, and then start doing some of the major side quests here.
That's what's called easy money.
We even got to be
Gotta melt it down and find a use for it.
Here's our first chest. Just in case you want to see right where it's at. For some reason, this place was always a little confusing for me.
So, what'll it be?
So we get the Costa del Sol disc. And no new materia, so I don't need to buy
I knew
anymore.
you had a keen eye.
It's Oatly.
I remember you.
Where's Aerith?
The Leaf House.
Oats? Oats, not Oatly. So it seems like we just got a new scenario here. What are they? Nothing yet. Interesting. Chadley.
Cloud, I understand you must be busy, but I hope you haven't forgotten about my research.
I have not. In fact, I finished a couple of them. So let's see what we get for that. So, ATB boost materia. Pretty cool. So, you can use this once in battle, I think. Or maybe there's a cooldown on it. Yeah, the cooldown, look at that. So the first level is 180 seconds. So basically once per battle at that rate. Even 60 seconds is a long time to wait in most battles, unless it's maybe like a pretty big boss or something. But pressing L1 and R1 will make your ATB double its regeneration rate, so it's pretty good. For 100 gil, it's definitely worth picking up. And first strike materia. This allows you to start the battle with a full ATB gauge, so this is pretty cool. We'll buy one for right now, because the other one, as you can see, it went from 100 gil to 5,000 gil, so it jumps quite a bit after the first one. But it is a pretty damn good materia, especially if you're going into a boss battle, or you know you're going into a boss battle. Having a full ATB gauge can help clear it a little bit quicker. So definitely pick those up. Let's see if he has anything else for us.
I've come up with the most fascinating theory.
He sure does.
Perhaps you can lend me your assistance in gathering data to test it? Cloud, I have the most amazing news. I believe I might know how to develop summoning materia. Something heretofore thought impossible.
There we go.
Scientists say that
Now
this
we're
materia
talking.
can only be found in nature, but I may just be able to prove otherwise. And so, Cloud, I turn to you. I would like to test this theory by way of my combat simulator. To wit, I want you to fight and defeat summon data in VR. I sense that you find my phrasing to be somewhat obtuse.
Okay, cool. So his simulated VR missions, which are very odd, it's not quite like the original, allow you to battle summons, and once you beat the summons in VR, I believe you get them. So it's definitely worth doing. You get some pretty powerful materia by doing this, but it can be challenging.
Please let me know when you have made your preparations.
So as you can see, some of the things he assigned to me, I've already done. Let's take a look. So the battle intel, he gave us the new ones. I finished 3 of them just by assessing things. So we exploited weaknesses. That's going to give us steel materia, as you can see, which we definitely want to grab. Assessing enemies is going to give us steadfast block, which I don't remember, but we'll take a look at in a second. And the manipulation technique. Defeat 2 or more enemies with a single attack, which we definitely did. So it'll give us provoke, which is going to be a good materia to give to someone like our tank. So, for instance, once we have Barrett's HP up, he's got a lot of defensive abilities, maybe barrier going, he'll use Provoke, and Provoke will allow the enemies to kind of focus on him and keep their attention on Barrett while you take your weaker or, your more attack-heavy characters, but that may be a little less defensively oriented to get in some really big combos before having to run off or heal or anything. Defeat monsters of 3 unique varieties. So we won't be getting that one quite yet. But anyway, let's go ahead and collect some of the stuff we just got. So if you're wondering how I'm getting this is just by doing, the basic stuff that I've been telling you to do the whole time. So assess enemies, exploit weaknesses, and so forth.
I've done it. I've developed a new materia.
So let's buy. And you'll see the ones you do are all like the newest ones you do are usually the ones that are the cheapest. So like steel's 100, provoke 100, steadfast block 100, and then it jumps. But this one, so further decreases enemy damage and fills the ATB gauge faster when guarding. So you take slightly less damage and you get a boost when guarding. So that's pretty darn good. That's going to be pretty useful, especially for something like Cloud, like when he's doing his Punisher ability and he's guarding. That might be a solid piece of materia to give to him. That's pretty cool. Let's see what VR missions are available. So Shiva. So we could battle Shiva right now. I don't think we have to do it alone. So we'll probably wait until we have at least Aerith in our party, so we can have someone healing and someone attacking at all times. But if you feel inclined to battle her right now, she's not that incredibly difficult to take out. But we'll go over how we're going to do that in a little bit.
To receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
Okay, so let's take a look and see what other. As you can see, we're getting new battle intel right now.
Hey, did you see the
So let's take a look. What do we got? So we have to defeat Shiva, and then this one. And we'll do that. Alright, let's keep looking.
Nah, no grown-ups allowed.
We won't be able to go back there quite yet.
Well, Shiva's not gonna take us
I don't
What kind of new items do we got? Nothing new.
Later.
Nah, can't leave without telling her.
Well, I tried again. Apparently I'm not allowed to leave Aerith.
Well, hey there.
So I believe this is the arms vendor. And if you need any armor or accessories, here's the place to do it. As you can see, I really don't need anything right now, so I'm going to save my
Got what
guild.
you need to stay safe?
We'll keep moving. I don't think there's much left to do at this point. There might be one more chest. I feel like there's one more. For now, anyway. Once we get Aerith back, we'll have a little bit more to do. So this That's what I'm talking about. It's just easy to get turned around here. That's where the little food court was. This is the original path. I think we walked with Aerith, so we're gonna take this little back road and grab that disc back there. And we'll make sure we didn't miss any chests. I think there's one in that general area. Here you go. Yep, Echo Miss, perfect. Okay.
Let's try and jump to the plate. I've been wondering.
As well as Vial of Solaris. Now what on earth is that? It almost sounds like Cialis. I got a Vial of Cialis. That's kind of funny. Hastens whoever drinks it. Oh, okay, cool. So it's basically a haste potion, which I honestly did not even remember they had.
If you're not doing anything, would you mind chatting with these ladies?
Tango of Tears obtained. Cool. It's the victory music and tango themed. It's kind of cool.
This here's the Sector 5 Community Center.
Alright, good to know. Can't quite talk to the doc yet, even though I wouldn't trust him even if we did. Let's get Aerith back.
Wrong?
You could say that. Sounds like someone spooked the kids.
Yeah, 2 of them disappeared. They ran away after this creepy guy wearing black clothes showed up.
A Turk?
That's what I thought, but no.
It's this guy who's always stumbling around town in a dirty robe full of holes. They say he's sick or something. Oh, and he had some kind of number tattooed on his arm.
I don't like the sound of this. I'm gonna check it out.
I know someone who fits that description. I'll come with.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay, cool. So now we have Aerith back. We'll go find out who this mysterious black-clad figure is.
Will he bite me?
It'd be strange if it was a Turk, but you never know. They do look for potential members of soldiers.
Hinges on my front door. Gramps has been feeling a lot better ever since he heard about what
Okay, so now we're allowed in?
Come on. I know this place is off limits to grown-ups, but if we want to rescue them, well, we gotta break the
trying
rules.
to fuse with me here.
Oats! You're back!
Aerith's come to help.
Yeah, leave it to us. We'll take care of it from here.
But there are monsters out there!
Don't worry. I've brought a super strong friend along with me.
I used to be a soldier. So where's the guy?
I don't know. He disappeared and we can't find him.
Right now, let's worry about the kids.
Come on.
Okay, so before we go any further, let's grab the chest.
Flower, pretty blue flower. Won't you talk to me?
Should have a Moogle medal in it. Which it does.
Gotta hurry and find our friends, okay?
They ran off this way. Be careful.
Where do you think they went?
Who knows? They're kids. Nothing to do but look all over.
I just hope we find them in time.
Alright, so as you can see down there, there's some hedgehog pies and a smogger. We know hedgehog pies are weak against ice and smog are weak against lightning, so let's take a quick look at our equipment here and see what we've got going on. So, have lightning and poison on Cloud, revive, just in case, and then ice, fire, healing, cleansing. Okay, so I think we're pretty much set up to deal with any of those creatures, as well as if there's any people, we have fire to deal with them. We could even
Try to stay behind me.
Alright, so just hedgehogs.
That way I can cover your back.
It's over. Keep it together.
Let's switch to Aerith, so it's the first time we've even used her. So we hold down square to deliver a continuous stream of magic attacks. These combo attacks can target multiple enemies over a wide area.
I'll take care of them.
As you can see,
Nothing
doesn't do
to it.
a ton of damage, but, you know, I mean, for a character who sits in the back and just flings magic spells, especially for no MP, it's not a terrible amount of damage.
Get back.
I can fight too, you know.
Enough. It's over. That it?
Let's run up here real quick. See if there's any chests. And of course, there is. Mega Potion. So Mega Potions are fantastic if we haven't gone over them already. Let's see. Inventory, okay. We may have, yeah. So we got a couple of them right now. As you can see, it restores 1500 HP. That's awesome. And I actually think there's one that does the whole party. This may do the whole party. I can't quite remember. But for a normal playthrough, it's a great potion. Because I mean, even at this point, when we have, I have 2,000 health. She has 1,600. If we come in here to use an item like a potion bulk, which we can't do here, if we're using items like potions, I mean, you know, they do 350. They do repair 350 health, but it's still not a whole lot. So
oh, there they are.
You'll find, my point is, you'll find them pretty useless toward the mid part of the game and onward. Even right now, they're borderline useless.
Okay then.
Here we go. Take the lead.
So you can hold down triangle to focus and unleash a powerful magical attack. It depends on how much magical energy Aerith has stored up. Depending on the situation, you may want to store small amounts of energy and release spells in low-powered bursts, or bide your time and unleash a particularly devastating blast of magic.
I'm coming!
So just for fun, we're gonna try and use her Tempest in this next battle, just right off the bat.
Guess I gotta.
Don't overdo it.
Here goes. You'll see. Can you take over for me?
Oh wow. Yeah, she wasn't kidding. That actually does a fair amount of damage.
Quickly, we gotta save them.
All right.
So, as usual, before we open boxes, we'll give everybody a little bit of a cure. She has 51 MP. Potion antidote, no Mako shard, of course. Now, you are most certainly going to come to life at some point. I don't know when, but they don't ever just put enemies sitting in an area and not awakening. So, he'll be up at some point. I'm sure once we've rescued the kids. Alright, so let's take the hedgehogs out first.
Hold on!
Let's see. Stepping in the poison area is not good. And it actually has silenced me. If you can tell by the little icon in the lower under Cloud's name.
Go on!
Need a breather.
I'll show you what I can do. Okay. You'll see. Yoo-hoo! That'll do. Get ready.
That really does a good amount of damage, man. Especially if they stay in it. Oof. See, when they start to get up close to Aerith, though, she gets really,
Go on.
really hurt really quick. Oh.
Come on.
Let's see if we can't get a kill with her. There we go.
Enemy right there.
God damn it, Aerith. Oh god, that's not fair. We have so many potions. As much as I hate standing here doing them one at a time. Just in case we need to use our magic in a fight coming up or something. Because they did mention a man in black that we still haven't seen yet.
Watch out! The ground's really shaky. It's because of the reactor. You can't trust your feet.
I'll go. Come on.
Thank you. That was cool.
Okay, let's head back.
Alright. So now we'll escort the kids back to their hideout. Unless they bump into each other and then have a staring contest. And he's running away. Come on, guys. This will undoubtedly wake up here.
Get him!
Buzz off.
Oh, get away from it, get away from it.
How did you
Come on.
get to be so strong?
Well, you see, Cloud
See,
here used
why
to be a
does some
soldier.
self-destruct and some
What?
do not?
Did you go fight in the war?
I might have.
Made me panic there for a second because they're limiting the speed at which I can move. That would have really sucked if he dropped down, self-destructed, and I couldn't get away because I was stuck walking this slow. Come on, guys.
Kinda in a rush, so...
No holding back. Nothing to it.
Grow up to be a soldier like you. You can't just grow up to be a soldier. You gotta work at it.
That's right.
Cloud thinks I'm good enough to be one, right?
Alright, we'll just
Look
fuse
at
together
you,
again.
Mr. Popular.
That was so cool, you guys. Especially that. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It was really cool, and you went like, yeah, yeah. You got it all wrong. Like that. No way. It was way faster than that. Yeah, yeah. Like that. Fine. Then how about? Yeah.
Ah, that's the one right there. Yep.
Like
Nailed
that.
it.
Isn't that right, Cloud?
You
Isn't
got
that
it.
right, Cloud? Come on. Tifa, wait! Tifa! Tifa!
Tifa.
Tifa? What's wrong?
Nothing.
Is Tifa like your girlfriend?
No,
Bet she's someone special.
it's not like that. More like... I don't know how to explain.
I see.
Alright. Another clear indication that he's got a side chick. He doesn't want to say it.
Doesn't see me. Be quiet.
Okay, this is a cool fort, but like someone's got to patch this shit if there's gonna be monsters 45 feet from the entrance, right? Is it just me? Okay, maybe.
Thank you. From now on, if you run into trouble, promise me you'll find an adult, okay?
Okay, I will. And here, since you're so cool, You guys are both grown-ups, but you're also one of us now. You can come and play here whenever you want.
Awesome. That is exactly why I did this. So I can come and play here with children.
Doesn't see me. Be quiet.
See, I told you, fix the damn wall.
Don't worry, it'll be okay.
Homeless drug addicts walking in the damn place.
Not him, but looks pretty damn similar.
Huh? There's the number, but why 2?
Who knows? Come to think.
The reunion. There's nothing to fear.
Cloud, get it together. Come on.
We need to go talk to that doctor who's smoking the peace pipe.
You don't know who Sephiroth is, do you?
Sephiroth, the war hero? I know he died in an accident 5 years ago. They said so on the news.
Maybe they did. But I've got a feeling he's still alive.
Oh, right. Come on, let's go.
Then you must be from the legendary... My dad told me that man, he used to be a soldier when he was younger.
Doesn't really
Hey, Cloud,
sound believable.
I know a lot of people around here need help. When I'm out on patrol, a lot of them tell me about their problems. Do you think you might be interested in helping out?
Well, I'm all for it. We still have plenty of time.
I'm on the clock.
Don't worry, I give you permission.
I always have the latest information. Come find me if you want to know.
Okay, so at this point, we have now unlocked the Moogle Merchant, who will take currency in the form of
Is that a
Moogle
Moogle?
medals.
You can see me, Koopa? Then you two must be very, very special people. In that case, welcome to the Moogle Emporium. I'm the owner, Moggy.
You must not be familiar with Mog the Moogle. It's a pretty famous fairy tale. Mog wanted to bring happiness to all the Moogles of the forest, so he decided to open a shop of wonders.
That's right, Koopa. I opened a store to bring happiness to the slums, like Mog. And you know, only people with the purest of hearts can even see Moogles.
You talking about me?
Well, Moogle magic isn't perfect, Koopa. Anyway, we've collected all kinds of rare and wondrous goods. They can be yours if you've got enough Moogle medals, but you'll need to buy a membership first.
Alright, so from one mentally ill person to another, hello. I'm glad to have met you. The Moogle membership card, which is a torn piece of cardboard with a little lanyard and some script written on it. I love it. So we're gonna go ahead and buy it. That way we have access to all his goods, so we'll have to escape
If you find any Moogle medals,
first.
you can spend them here, Koopa.
So, Moggy, what do you do with the medals we give you?
Oh, you know what? I use them to make everyone happy. That's the duty of every Moogle.
Of course, just like Mog the Moogle.
Alright. Interesting.
I see you're working hard, Mr. Merc.
Yep.
So what are you gonna do next?
Keep on working hard.
As you always do, I'm sure.
You know, this is how I earn a living.
Huh? Really? I thought you were just doing it for fun.
I suppose some people do.
Hello, I'm some people. Nice to meet you.
Alright, well, some of us aren't born wealthy and live next to a waterfall, awesome enchanted forest, so we go ahead and keep working for imaginary, but not imaginary
Welcome,
Moogle
Koopa.
people. Alright, what do you got for sale, kid? So let's see. I have 11 Moogle medals, which you can see in the bottom left-hand corner, barely. So let's make this count. So obviously we want to get the disc, because that's part of a trophy. Ethers we're not really worried about. Silver staff, there you go, that's pretty good. So that's going to boost her her magic pretty significantly, it looks. Actually, no, it drops. Well, I guess, yeah, we haven't upgraded it yet, but that's a pretty good staff. Not terrible. Ooh, graveyard key. So we're definitely going to want to get that. That is going to be part of a side quest. Okay, so these are cool. So the Art of Swordplay. This, it gives you skill points. And you get these books by either buying them like from merchants, like this special merchants, or doing side quests. And there's other ways to attain them, but whenever you see them, buying them is highly recommended. But as you can see, they're each 5 apiece. So I'm not going to buy them just yet. I am going to wait a little bit here, because I think his inventory will change. But silver staff, I think that's cheap enough that I'll buy though right now. So we'll go ahead and grab her that, and then the rest of this we'll wait on.
You guys are great! Thanks to you, I've got a ton of medals, Kupo, which means I can bring happiness to a ton of people.
Good for you.
Hey, Cloud. Maybe say it like you mean it?
Not until I'm happy. Go on, work your magic. Make me smile. From ear to ear.
I'll need a lot more medals, Kupo.
Well,
Boom,
that won't
roasted.
do. Come on, Cloud. Let's go get more.
Good luck, guys.
If I'm gonna make this unhappy asshole smile, I'm gonna need a whole stack of
Welcome
medals.
to
Is
the
basically what
Moogle
he said.
Emporium.
I just want to see real quick if his inventory changed, and it did not. So for now,
Leaving already?
we'll keep that there. Let's take a look at that weapon we just got for Aerith. So silver staff. So I mean, look at this. By default, without even putting a point into anything upgraded, it's almost as strong as her starting weapon, the guard stick. So that's a good sign. So let's go ahead and see what we can't do to upgrade this puppy a little bit. So this one's very focused on elemental attacks, which is good. Alright, so as always, new materia slot will be our first go-to. We're going to get some MP. And then let's grab that magic attack power plus 10. So that alone puts us ahead of the other staff. And then let's give her a boost to fire. As well as wind. So we're going to do fire and wind. And let's reassess what she's got on her. So our attack actually goes down a little bit, and I think that's because of one of the bonuses on guard stick, which is the 5% increase to attack. But we're not really worried about attack. She does magic attacks, not physical, so that really doesn't matter. Although her magic defense does drop a bit. Oh, you know what? And we haven't even done her proficiency yet with Arcane Ward, so we'll leave it on guard stick for now. But as soon as we get our proficiency at 100, we're going to move to silver staff. So for right now, we'll leave it as it is. Take one more peek. Here we go. Let's go take a peek at Shiva. See if we can't take her out with just the two of us. Alright, and we did upgrade her for, oh, we didn't change anything yet, doesn't matter.
Hope he
I hope you will continue to help me gather vital information for my research.
So we're gonna fight Shiva. Now, I'm not gonna save before this, as it doesn't really matter. If you die in a VR mission, you don't actually die in the game, so it won't count as a game over if for some reason you get defeated, and believe me, there are battles in these VR missions where you will lose. It's highly unlikely you'll beat all of them on your first go. When I go through the guide for all of these, then it'll make it a little bit easier, but there are some that are pretty challenging, particularly the last couple. So for right now, we'll jump in against Shiva. So remember, we're playing this as if
Then
we've
I
never played
invite
it
you to
before.
ready your portable
I've made
battle
no
simulator.
special preparations. I can assume, having played other Final Fantasies, Shiva is ice-based, so fire will likely be her weakness, but we'll assess her when we get in there to confirm. She is swirly. Alright.
Too bad.
Alright, so an ice element summon created in virtual reality. It is a manifestation of a queen who once healed the planet's wounds with ice, as evidenced by the existence of permafrost in the polar lands. No tactical data available. So, we can tell that she absorbs ice, so we definitely don't want to hit her with any ice, and she's weak against fire and somewhat resistant to physical attacks. So that's going to make it hard for Cloud to do damage. I've hit her a couple times and I've barely done 54 damage, so we're going to definitely want to focus on magic, it seems, probably specials. If we get a chance to summon Ifrit, we're going to take it. Let's see if we can poison her. Oh, it worked. Awesome.
Deal with that.
Here goes. Well, that really sucked. That'll do.
Lazar is not something you want to get hit with.
Get him.
So, Arcane Ward. Conjure a ward, attack spells cast within will automatically be cast twice. That's pretty cool. And Soul Drain. So this is going to absorb MP and extra MP from staggered enemies. So we're going to want to remember that as her MP gets lower.
Try using it. Tagging out.
Let's do this.
Get fired up.
So as she's pressured, we want to hit her with attacks that we know are going to hurt her. Staggered. Excellent.
Now's our chance.
Right, my turn.
That'll do. Let's finish this.
This one's for you. Go on. Let's get serious. Keep up the pressure, okay? You're burning up. Another.
Alright, we're going to want to get away from these guys. I seem to remember them being... Uh-oh. Yeah, that hurts. So we're going to get Ifrit in here.
I'm coming.
Get him.
Why don't you lead the way? Just go away. One more shot.
Don't overdo it.
I'll take care of them. Can you take over for me? Get fired up.
So, really not doing a whole lot special here. I mean, Want to focus on using fire as much as possible. Oh, she's going to use her ultimate. This is not good. Ah, that's going to hurt.
Now you're in for it.
But now we can use Cloud's ultimate.
Take the lead.
I'm coming!
Just like that. Shiva's down.
Outstanding!
Not too bad.
The Shiva summoning materia is complete. And now it's yours. Use it as you see fit. The Lady of Frost is the perfect companion for a man like you, Cloud. She will prove most useful when the time comes to destroy Shinra.
Nice. And we don't even have to buy it, which is the best part about the VR missions with summons.
All of your future battle intel submissions.
He promised to take me to see the reaction.
Okay, so now we just need to defeat one more variety of unique monsters, I guess, which will just happen organically as we play. I can't really expedite that process right now. But now we have a cool new summon. So let's kind of look around. There's a couple exclamation points on the map, and we're going to want to hit these before we continue on. Now, I talked a little bit earlier in one of my other videos about a point later on in the game where you'll be selecting dresses for different characters. Another one of those characters is going to be Aerith, and the amount of side quests you do in this particular chapter will determine what dress she actually has. So, for all intents and purposes, I think we're just going to complete all of the side quests this time, and on the second playthrough, we'll be a little bit more picky and choosy about what we're going to accomplish in order to get her to have the dress that we need her to have in order to get the dress for the 9th trophy. So for right now, just go ahead and complete everything. It's not going to hurt anything, and you'll definitely want to do it all if you want to complete all the side quests in the game, which I believe is another trophy. So let's work on just finishing these up real quick.
Mind taking a look? Very first Undercity night out.
Shinra weapons are on the rampage. 5 of them, like floating eyeballs. I saw them wander off into the scrap, but if they come back into town, it'd be a disaster. We need someone who's willing and able to fight.
I'll handle it.
You will? Oh man, you're the best! I could hear them shouting
yeah, baby, I know
detected or some other nonsense when they floated off. Be careful, they look dangerous.
Okay. Weapons on a rampage. So, for this one, he wants us to run all the way back here. Wow, that's, whew. That's a good distance, but we're gonna do it. Let's go ahead and knock this out.
I've been out here all night.
And along the way, we'll probably run into some of the enemies we've already encountered. That's Hedgehog pies and Forgers. The occasional Chromogger and where we're at, maybe. Nothing out here except for the objective we're heading towards should really be that much of a challenge. So again, no special preparations are really necessary at this point. Just make sure you're breaking your boxes along the way. Remember that key we bought? I believe it opens this thing here, which we'll come back to on our way back to see if we can't get in there right now. We may have to start with the side quests before we're allowed to actually go in there or do anything in there, but... Aha! So there's the troublemaker. As you can see, had we not opened this shortcut, it would have been a much longer run back to the beginning.
I've got this.
Don't you mean we've got this?
It's on you.
I'll show you what I can do.
Wow. Alright, that was a little quicker than I thought that was going to be. So here's the original fork that we were into here, and this time we should find our nuisance robots at the bottom. Sure enough, we do. These guys are a pain in the ass.
We could always run away, right?
Go on!
So quickly just going to fill up and assess as soon as possible.
Allow me.
Alright. Weak to wind. Modified versions of the mono drive. Not only did these creations survive the Mako 5 reactor explosion, the Mako spill caused them to grow in both size and strength. They are resistant to physical attacks until pelted with magic. So, once we hit them with magic of any kind, that barrier you see around this one right here, that shell hexagonal thing on it right now, will disappear as we hit it with something. And obviously we want to hit it with something that's weak against, so like wind.
Deal with that.
So I think she has wind magic, so we broke the barrier already. Oh, I don't have wind on her. Damn. Well, this should be fine though. Let's take a look and see what kind of damage Blizzard does.
Tagging out!
Boy, I wish I would have put on wind.
Don't overdo it.
I'll show you what I can do. Go on! This one's for you!
Oh, it's immune to it? That seems goofy, considering, There we go.
How's this? A bonus!
What's going on here? They're resistant to physical attacks until pelted with magic. Which I did. I pelted them. Maybe we can run away. Yeah, let's run away real quick. We're gonna put magic on. Magic that's actually useful against them. We're gonna give it to Aerith. Obviously, she is the main damage dealer here. In terms of magic, so who has wind? There we go. Oh, Tifa's got it. Okay. And we'll heal up before we get in there also, since they did beat us up pretty badly. It's interesting because it doesn't specify it can't be any... It doesn't say wind specifically is the only thing that'll hurt them, so it's kind of odd. I seem to remember being able to hit them with any magic, and then it made them able to be damaged by physical attacks, but...
Sorry, but we're in a rush.
I guess not.
It's on you.
So it's my turn?
Super rude. Alright, so let's hit an arc more here.
One more shot!
Alright, well, it's a good thing we have Phoenix Downs.
Still up for it?
It's okay.
Don't overdo
I'll do
it.
better. Sure. However I can help.
Boy, I really need some Cura right about now.
No need to panic.
Alright, so let's get out of the corner here. This is really making this difficult. Oh my. Fire combo. No, we don't want any fire combo.
I got this.
Alright, Cloud, you're gonna have to give us a hand here, bud.
Keep it together. Should have been there.
I don't know why I'm having such a hard time with these guys, but I feel like I do every single time.
Be careful.
Let's pretend that didn't happen.
Don't overdo it.
Here goes.
So Aerith's limit is going to heal us
Bless
both,
them
which
with
is
your love
awesome.
and grace.
We desperately need this.
That's
Come
it!
on.
Alright, so now we're going to hit him with Aurora.
This one's for
for you.
Twice.
Enjoy the ride.
My turn.
This way,
Go
hopefully
on.
Cloud can finish the job here.
Deal with that.
I'll show you what I can do.
Watch out for high winds.
I go.
Gonna get windy. Just go away.
It's on you.
I'm coming. That's it.
Alright, so I shredded them with the other spell. I'm just going to use the weaker version since I should be hitting them twice anyway.
Take the lead.
I'll take care of him.
I don't get it. I almost feel like it's glitching out. Like, it should have damaged him easily after I hit him with this.
See you around.
Well, anyway, as you can see, these enemies, they're a pain in the ass. I really can't stand these guys. I've used all my damn MP on taking them out. Just use potions to heal up before we head back. We do have a ton of them, so hopefully we'll get some MP back in the form of Mako shards. So you got 6 there. Alright, that's enough to get us back to camp, and we'll rest on a bench, but I don't know what it is about those. They always seem to be a problem for me. You're supposed to hit them with magic, and then it makes them susceptible to physical damage, but it seems like you have to physically...
You sure you want to fight?
Well, you have to use their weakness against them, and then even that, it doesn't always work as it's intended. But it could just be me. If it's something specifically that you know of that I'm doing wrong, feel free to let me know. I feel like the description is clear enough, but maybe it's actually not correct, so... More potions, what do you know? And at this point, as long as you don't head back toward Aerith's house, you should be fine. If you end up heading back that direction right now, it will kind of lock you into the next part of the main story, so try not to do that. Yep, see, cool. So we unlocked this. There is a rest point here, which is awesome. I think at some point there's a side quest that ends up going on here, but until then, at least we get a spot to rest our weary heads and then continue on, because that fight did really fuck me up. The important strategy is use the highest level wind spell you have while you have Arcane Ward on the ground, so you cast it twice, and that's really all you need to finish those things off. I probably made it more difficult than I had to, but hey, you know me, that's what I do. Gotta keep it interesting by making it hard, so we're gonna sprint a little bit here. I normally like to take my time a little bit and let you take in the sights and scenes, but we've been through here already, so
do you think this
nothing new.
Did I just sure would?
And now we're back in town. Let's take a peek around. So if we take this first right, it should lead us up to Kids on Patrol, which is where we want to go next, I think. Oh man, I forgot there's more than one weapon on a rampage. Damn. It's okay. We may end up having to go back out there anyway, so. Yeah, for some reason I thought that it was one and done, but I forgot. I think it's maybe like 3.
I know you can do it.
Before we talk to her, this is the only time, I believe, that you can actually walk inside the orphanage if for some reason you wanted to take a peek in here. And there is a chest we don't want to miss, so make sure you do that.
Bet you didn't know that the smell of flowers helps nourish your heart. I need nourishment for my heart and my body.
Terrifying that they're drawing one of the, actually 2 of the most deadly creatures in the game. This one on the left particularly, it's a children's drawing and does bear a knife even in this drawing. It seems a little bit more appropriate over here, but my god. They knew how nasty those tomberries are, they probably wouldn't be drawing them so easily. It'd be like a 5-year-old drawing maybe Freddy Krueger or I don't know, something like that, Michael Myers or something. It's just odd.
When those kids finally... Oh. You're that former soldier, aren't you?
Nope, that's the
Cloud,
other
was
guy
it?
in town.
Former soldier turned problem solver. Are you okay, Miss Folia? You look upset.
Yeah, I am pretty upset. The kids are still off doing patrols, even though it's now time for their lessons. Not a single one of them has come back yet.
Patrols? Is that a Leaf House thing? Something they do to help out?
That's right. In return for the donations we receive, the kids go around town picking up litter, running errands, that kind of thing. I don't suppose you've seen any of them, have you? You see, I have some important plans this evening, and I really need to go and get ready.
Would you like us to go round them up?
That would be wonderful. There are 5 of them out on patrol right now. They all wear homemade swords on their backs, so they should be easy to spot.
Well, gee, I wonder why they're wearing those. It's like they were inspired by someone. Who might that be? Okay, so now we just gotta find the kids.
You're back! Come, look what we've done with the flowers. Lovely, don't you
Took
think?
one step, man.
Great job. That's wonderful.
Isn't it? Oh, I nearly forgot. I saw some Shinra suit walking toward your house a little while ago. He was dressed all in black. A little scary looking.
Hey, cool. So, I mean, as you can see, they say it, you know, changes the look of the house. I never really noticed the difference. I mean, maybe it will. I guess on the next playthrough we'll do all white or combination and see if it changes that, because I guess we did grab kind of the yellowy flowers, so maybe that's all it does is change the color of the chocobo and the laurels around it, but we'll find out. So let's continue on. It's a nice little achievement.
You all right?
Okay, so I believe there's 5 kids we have to find. They're scattered around, so we can just kind of look through everywhere. I don't think any are in here.
You can see the sky?
Let's talk to the first one who's right here.
Wow, you're that soldier, right?
It's scary that the teacher can't look 25 feet away and see the first kid, but
And there's gonna be another war because of it. Is that true?
Who knows? But isn't there something else you should be worrying about right now?
I forgot about Miss Folia's lesson. I gotta head back to the house.
alright, there's the first one. 4 more to go. There's the second one.
Oh, Cloud?
Hey there. How goes the patrol?
There's a lot more people on the streets than usual. Maybe because the reactor blew up?
Well, you've been keeping a very sharp lookout. But don't you think you're forgetting something important?
Oh, Miss Folia's lessons. I gotta get back to the house. Did you know?
2 down, 3 to go. This takes me back to the house.
Huh? What are you doing up there?
And I've just done a circle.
This place is haunted.
I'm telling you, it's a simple little town, but for some reason it gets me every time. Like, it just mixes me up. I don't know why. I might have a learning disability. Honest to God.
It'd be great if they asked us English.
Hi there, cute little doggy. Don't give up!
If only someone who wasn't vertically challenged would offer to help you.
That's what's called easy money.
So here's our number 3 at the town gates.
Hello, Cloud. Sir, it's a real honor to meet you. I think you soldier guys are awesome. I want to be strong and tough when I grow up, too.
You sound very determined.
These are dangerous times. A reactor blew up and a bunch of kids lost their friends and families. Who knows what might blow up next?
I guess that means more children might be coming to the house soon.
And I think the teachers are gonna have a whole lot more work to do.
Speaking of teachers, Miss Foley is looking for you.
Oh man, I completely forgot! I have to get back right now!
Exactly do you know?
Alright, and the last two are pretty close to each other over here. There's the first one.
Hey there. How goes the patrol?
Great! I've been picking up garbage and giving people directions. Plus, I helped an old lady cross the street.
You've been busy.
It's a normal day for me. Gotta work hard. The house depends on people's donations. Oh no! I'm late! Did you see Miss Folia? Is she mad? Oh, I gotta go! I'm sorry!
And the final one should be right up here.
Oh, you scared me.
Hey there. How goes the patrol?
I've been watching them really close. I'm trying to learn all about the business.
You want to open up a shop of your own someday?
Yeah, so I can earn lots of money and use it to help the house. The teachers don't like to talk about it, but we know the donations aren't enough to keep things running. But that's a secret, okay? I'm not supposed to tell anyone. Anyway, I gotta go study.
That's everyone. Let's go back to the house.
Now that we found all of the kids that are supposed to be in school right now, just wandering the streets, I think that's it for this particular side quest.
I'm very sorry,
Don't
Miss
forget,
Folia.
if you did not get this chest, now is the time, because once we talk to her, I believe it closes this off and you won't be able to get it until the subsequent playthrough.
The children finally came back, thanks to you two. You've been a great help. Okay, everyone, come inside. It's time to hit the books.
You guys, the Toad King's back. I saw him near the hideout. We gotta do something about him.
The Toad King?
A weird, creepy monster we've seen near the hideout lately. He wears a crown and walks around like he owns the place. If he's not a king, he's gotta be monster royalty at least. I bet a soldier could beat him up easy.
Oh yeah, real easy. But here's the thing. I don't work for free. Or cheap.
But we don't have any money. The watch wouldn't ask for money. But if we ask any other grown-ups for help, they'll find out about the hideout, and that'll be it. We really don't want to lose the hideout. Come on, help us. Oh, and we'll give you some cool treasure if you do. And if that's not enough, I'll pay the rest of your fee once I open my shop. Well, if you won't help, then we'll just have to kill it ourselves.
I'll do it for 3 gil.
Huh?
I'm offering a special discount right now on Toad King jobs. Looks like it's your lucky day.
Awesome! Now that's my kind of bargain. The hideout is the only place that belongs to just us. I don't want to lose it because of some
Alright.
angry Toad King.
So now we've been enlisted by, yet again, more children. I feel like as a mercenary, I'm taking the wrong kinds of jobs, but I've been enlisted to take out the Toad King. So, let's go take his ass out.
It'd be great if they asked us if
Feeling froggy. And today, Frog and Toad aren't friends. Alright. There he is in the back. So he looks like a hedgehog pie, or maybe a variant of a hedgehog pie, so he's very likely going to be weak toward ice, so let's take a look at our equipment right now. And, let's see, what do we got? Lightning, poison on cloud, ice, perfect. Ice on earth, so unfortunately she only has it level 1. It's kind of a bummer. Oh, but Tifa's got level 2, so we're going to swap with Tifa. That way we can have a higher level version of that spell handy.
You're dead. Let's go.
And also, this is a good time, since we did upgrade Aerith's weapon earlier, she did finish Arcane Ward, so we're going to swap over to Silver Staff. That way we can work on her next one. 3 slot materia. Absolutely.
Well, this isn't good.
That'll be fine. Just leveled up again.
Moving on,
so
then.
before we get to the fight, we'll upgrade her weapon one more time before we fight the Hedgehog King, or Toad King, as the children are calling it.
Get back.
I can fight too, you know. That's it!
Here it comes. Was never in back.
I can fight too, you know.
Deal with that.
I'm coming!
Well, then I suggest you start fighting.
And catch! It's your turn.
My turn. See ya. Not bad.
Man, they're being so stingy with these damn Moogle medals, I'm telling you. Alright, so let's take a look. It looks like 2 regular Hedgehog pies and the King. So, as long as you have healing items, healing spells, and ice, I think we're going to be okay. Let's take out the lesser enemies first.
Get ready.
As you can see, he immediately cast some sort of protection, a barrier on these guys. So, oh, he dodged it. You jerk.
It's on you.
Here goes. Feeling chilly?
Alright, so we need to get Arcane Ward down without getting beaten up by this stupid Hedgehog.
Try using. Why don't you lead the way?
Hang back.
And we also need to assess before the end of this battle.
Take the lead.
So it's my turn?
Alright, so Hedgehog Pie King, 12,000 HP. Weak against ice, as we suspected. The leader of the Hedgehog Pie Pack. This self-styled king wears a toy crown it picked up by the Slums. It attacks by charging into foes with its spines on its back and casting spells. Alright, he inflicts a certain amount of damage. Inflicting a certain amount of damage makes it susceptible to staggering, as with most enemies. It enhances itself or its comrades during battles, so target whoever is not currently affected by its power.
Go on!
Okay. So we're gonna use Blizzara. Actually, no, we're gonna use Blizzard on the Hedgehog Pie.
Taking over. Don't overdo it.
Here goes.
Evidently was not nearly enough.
One more shot.
Unless... Did I miss him somehow? Let's just make this go quick.
Can you take over for me?
Yep, there we go. And we're gonna use Focus Thrust to get him out of here. That way I can hit him from afar with Aerith and build up her gauge so we can use one Sorcerer's Storm.
Backing off a bit.
Oh, that's a close-up ability, just kidding. And then 2, Blizzara.
Tagging out.
Hang back. It's on now.
One more.
Take the lead.
So it's my turn?
We staggered
That's
him.
it.
So we should be able to finish him off here with this spell.
Hey, you ready?
Gotcha.
Feeling great? Another. Get him.
Unless he moves out of the way. There you go.
That it?
Easy. And I'm gonna say yes, because there's really nothing over here left to explore. I told you sometimes they'll do this and you'll clearly see boxes or chests sitting here. Don't worry about it. We're heading right back. Gonna save us a little bit of time. So, who's got my 3
Did
gil?
you defeat
With
the
my
Toad
money.
King?
Yep. Kicked his butt real good.
Awesome! I knew you could do it! Now we don't have to worry about the king and his smelly friends. Thank you so much! Here,
Ooh, a nail
this is
bat.
for you. The treasure we promised. It's definitely worth at least 3 gil.
Okay, kids. Playtime's over for now. I've prepared a special assignment for everyone. One that I expect you to finish today. Understood?
Yes. Yes, Miss Folia.
I appreciate you getting rid of the Toad King, by the way.
Wow, Miss Folia. You must know all their secrets.
Oh, if only. Easier said than done. They're always on the move, looking for new adventures, chasing new dreams. All while trying to make the lives of everyone around them just a little bit better. I try to make sure they don't stumble and fall. And when they finally do, I help them back up.
Sounds exhausting.
Sometimes it is. But I want the children to know that until they can stand on their own 2 feet, that I'm here to support them, care for them, love them. That even if we're not actually related, we're still a family. A real family, in all the ways that matter. If I can do that for them, then, well, then maybe I'm making this world a better place.
I know you are.
My predecessor taught me everything I know. I just took up his torch and ran with it, I guess. Not that I'm anything close to what he was. Biggs is one of a kind. Oh no! I've completely lost track of time!
Do you have somewhere you need to be?
More like a dream I need to fulfill. Thank you again for your help.
I wonder what kind of dream she's chasing tonight.
No idea.
Thanks again for saving our hideout from the king. In return, I let everyone know you guys can join the game as special guests. If you want to know more, then come to the hideout.
Okay, cool. So that's going to give us a new weapon for Cloud. Now, when we look at this on the surface, the nail bat is not super impressive. It doesn't have any materia slots right off the bat, and as you can see, 30 and 30 as far as physical and magical attacks are, it's okay, but it's not meant to have high stats. It's actually meant to do a lot of critical damage, so don't write it off immediately. It's actually a pretty interesting weapon. Let's take a look at what we have so far. So as you can see, tons of HP, luck, which we're going to need since we're looking for critical hit rates, critical hit rate boost, damage boost, and tons of new materia slots. So obviously, first things first, we got to get some materia slots. We can't have a completely empty weapon, or it would be kind of a waste. So once we get all 3 slots, that leaves us with some interesting options here. So let's hit the luck +5, and then we're also going to do critical hit rate. That's pretty much all we can do at the moment, but when we're able to upgrade it again, I'll probably come back in here and hit the critical hit damage, because you will end up doing kind of a crazy amount of critical hit damage when it actually hits. So between this and like a luck up materia or something, you can end up doing a lot of damage. What's interesting though is if you look at the weapon, it's kind of funny. They literally just nailed nails into it. I'm not sure Why you wouldn't want the pointy side of the nail out, but I guess as this was made by a child, you probably don't want him to have an actual nail bat. This isn't much better, but at least it's not, you know, Hellraiser head type of crazy looking. But anyway, you can also see we have a new proficiency we can unlock, which is deliver a devastating attack in switch modes in one fluid motion. Strike with attack or strong attack after switching modes. So it's really nice disorder. So we're gonna go ahead and use this for a little bit, at least to get the proficiency up, and also upgrade the Buster Sword while we're here, as we have done a little bit of leveling up and haven't looked at this in a while. New materia slot, as always. Number 1. Easy sale. What else? Attack power, magic power, MP regeneration. Now that is interesting. Where is that? I like that. We're gonna hit that one. So I don't know that it's gonna make a huge difference, but over the course of a long battle, to have your MP going up a little bit quicker, that'd probably be pretty helpful. And we're also gonna do magic and regular attack up. Keep it nice and balanced. And as you can see, 35 and 35. It's still, I mean, it's literally the most balanced weapon in the game, I believe, at least for Cloud. So it's going to consistently be right in line as far as magic and physical attack with each other. I mean, it won't have to be. You don't have to level it up that way, but in terms of a max setting standpoint, it's going to be the most balanced. Except the nail bat. This is also balanced in a sense, I guess. But yeah, so we're going to equip the nail bat for now. It doesn't really have everything on it that I need to make it shine quite yet, but I do want to get that proficiency, so let's go ahead and put it on. And as you can look at that, it's going to drop my stats like crazy, but increase my luck. So luckily, it's not too bad. It doesn't like kill me, but it's just you never really want to see all red like that. It doesn't generally bode well for how well you're going to perform. So. Oh well, we'll see. Let's see this one. Ah, look at that. And we got the Hedgehog Pie King, I guess, counted as our third. So we'll go talk to Chadley real quick, and then we don't want to go back quite yet, because remember this is Aerith's house, and we don't want to go there yet. So we'll go back, talk to Chadley, and then we're gonna go finish the other quest that we started. The what's it called here? Weapons on a Rampage. And then we'll go take a look at the kids who are asking for our help yet again.
That's what's called easy money.
So Chadley should give us now the synergy materia, or rather we'll pay for it, and he might actually open up more battle intel. Hopefully, anyway.
I've done it! I've developed a new materia!
Synergy, there it is, okay. Allows an ally to follow the leader's attack command with an attack from materia. Works with fire, ice, lightning, wind, and poison. So as we can see from the little snippet down to the bottom right, Barrett hits him with lightning, and then Cloud hits with fire in a synergistic fashion. That's pretty cool. I'm not quite sure that there's a huge use for this, but since we are trying to get everything, at least one of every item, we're going to definitely pick it up, and maybe we'll discuss some options where it's useful a little bit later. And I do want to see if he gave me any more battle
help
intel.
Me gather vital information for my research.
Nope. Okay.
I look forward to receiving all of your future battle intel submissions.
So what is our health looking like? We are maxed out on health and MP. We're going to go back out, and we are going to finish what we started. Yeah, so we need to kill 2 more of them. Truthfully, I think that first battle is always the hardest for some reason, for me at least in particular, with these guys. I'm pretty sure the visual cues when you're looking at them make it clear, so when their shield's up, you probably need a couple magic spells to break it. It won't just break on one, which I believe is what my problem was. And then when they glow blue, I believe they're susceptible to magic, and when they glow green, they're able to be hit physically. I believe. Let's take a look at this mithril armlet we just got. Oh, that's what Aerith has, actually. So, again, nothing impressive. We are... I guess we can go this way.
Hey, you're a soldier, right?
That sure was something.
Wall markets make a reactor, and it's all
clear down this
We're patrolling for monsters. The reactor just went up in flames, didn't it? I was born and raised topside, but nothing beats these slums.
Sounds like a disc is nearby. We can't quite buy it just yet, but I think that's the Wu Tai theme.
Get your slum meatballs right here.
How about a bowl of stew for the road? Wait, but is that sweet or spicy?
People say it's like an explosion of flavor beyond your wildest dreams.
I've got this.
Don't you mean we've got this?
Ooh, look at that. So, when you change to his Punisher stance, as you can see, he charges up quite a bit differently, but the amount of damage you can do is pretty ridiculous.
See ya.
So, using Disorder will immediately switch from one type of stance to the other with an attack, which is nice if you just want to kind of keep things moving fluidly.
That wasn't so bad.
So, it's a pretty neat attack. The system is kind of cool. I've already unlocked the proficiency for it, it seems, which was pretty damn fast. Or one more battle and we'll have it unlocked, but it doesn't take long. So if for whatever reason you're having really bad luck with it or can't quite figure out the flow, you don't have to use it past the proficiency. But there are a couple good spots for it.
Get him!
Are they dead already? Alright. So, I know this was the first area where we encountered them already, and I don't think they're going to still be here. There are boxes, though. I am going to go down there and try and break. Any chance for Moogle medals, I'm going to go out of my way to take it. But then we'll have to keep searching back the way we originally came, which was from the ladder, not from the train station like we just came from, which is that way. So we're gonna go back this direction and up into this area, which is where I believe they are. I do like how when I hit the boxes, even with a bat, it cuts them to pieces as if a blade is hitting them. I mean, it's little things like that that add up that you're like, come on, really? Like, you guys must have play tested this. Someone must have noticed, but
come on,
all things considered.
Let's go.
Okay,
Don't
so
overdo it.
Here goes.
now that they're glowing, we're gonna want to make sure that we hit them with
Needs more
magic.
That's it.
All right, spells, Aurora.
Enjoy the ride.
My turn.
Hey, go on.
Get ready. Here it comes. This won't take long. Try this. Deal with that.
I'll show you what I can do.
Let's hit him again.
You'll be blown away.
I got
Yeah, so glowing green, obviously I can do damage to him. You big jerk.
One more
Keep it
shot.
together.
I'm coming. Why don't you lead the way? Watch out for high winds.
These guys just cannot help themselves. I'm gonna get her to use Kira on Cloud.
Okay.
Won't last long.
Go on.
That's not what I wanted to do. I meant to do a disorder. I'm really getting very unlucky in terms of the critical rate here, so. Let's go ahead and give her a high potion so she can focus on doing magic damage.
This one's for you. Can you take over for me?
Taking over.
Enjoy the ride.
There we go.
Don't overdo it.
So it's my turn? You'll be blown away.
Perfect. Well, to use that term loosely. That's just one box. I'm not gonna reject this auto travel option for one little box, so. Of course, that'll be the one with the Moogle medal in it. It's my luck, but we'll get plenty of it. It's not a huge deal. Not a big deal. Alright. So what's our reward?
I heard you got them all, right? Robots from the reactor getting lost in the slums. Must be because of the explosion up top, huh? They must have thought they were protecting the reactor and figured I was trespassing on their turf or something.
Maybe.
Almost feel sorry for getting all lost and confused like that. Oh, what am I saying? Man or machine? Shinra bitches get what they deserve.
Now hold on.
Damn right they do.
Anyway, I think it's safe to say our work here is finished. If you're ever in the market for a merc again, remember, you can count on Cloud.
Sure. And sorry about putting this on you all of a sudden. I'm really glad you were willing to help out, though. Thanks again. Actually, while you're here, I've got another favor to ask. There's this old guy who hangs out in front of the weapons shop. I think he might need your
Oh,
help.
you mean the guy with the exclamation point on his head? Sure. A pair of productive boots obtained. Okay.
It feels good to help people out, doesn't it? You having fun yet?
Heaps.
Then you can't be afraid to show it more. Don't forget, it's all about service and salesmanship.
I'll leave that to you.
All right, but don't think you can rely on me forever, mister.
Wasn't planning to.
That's good, because I command a very good salary.
Alright. So, when we talk to this old man up here, he's going to give us a new quest, and if you bought the graveyard key from the Moogle shop earlier, you're already ready to just go straight over there, so let's give him a quick chat.
Oh, I know you. You must be that mercenary. I have a problem. It's the anniversary of my wife's death, and I wanted to visit her grave. But I can't because some creatures have turned the graveyard into their nest. Could you do me a favor and go there in my stead? She shouldn't be alone today.
It'll cost you.
That's fine, that's fine. The graveyard's right by the head of the river. But I heard they put a new gate in recently to replace the old broken one. Now that those creatures have moved in, I'm sure it's locked up tight.
Didn't we buy a graveyard key off Moggy? I think we did.
See? And even the characters in the game remember, so we can go straight over there. Before we do so, I am going to swap back to my Iron Blade and upgrade it. The nail bat definitely has its purposes, but for right now, that's going to hinder more than help, I believe. So, all right. Magic attack power is pretty much all we got to pick from here, unless we want the self-healing or HP boost. But that will even us out in terms of attack with physical and magic, so let's go ahead and grab it. Magic attack power +6. Alright. So it's still the strongest weapon at this point. Anyway, so we'll keep that on. Did Aerith level up at all? I actually don't remember. She did, but I don't think 6 is enough. I think hers starts at 8. Even if it doesn't, it's not imperative that we do this. Alright, so we're gonna go visit the graveyard, I believe. Yep. And we are going to go see what's going on over here. As you notice, this is a much more open area of the game. I'm not going to say that it's, you know, open world or anything, but it's definitely less linear, a little bit more choices imbued on you, so you don't have to do these, but in most cases, like with many games like this, side quests offer you a chance to level up, to get new items, to explore a little bit more of the story of the world and the characters in it, so at a bare minimum on the first playthrough, I really try to do all the side quests. That way I have a really good understanding of what's going on and an idea of where all the good items are at. Alright, so now, what on earth are we getting into?
This isn't a game. Focus.
Trust me, I'm focused.
A Venomantis, so something tells me, yep, I'm going to be getting poisoned frequently. So let's assess these guys.
After you.
I'll show you what I can do.
A subspecies of the grass strike that is marked with yellow and black pattern on its carapace. It is also armed with a highly potent poison. As we've just found out, and luckily for us, ice is still its weakness, so we can still use Aerith to
Why don't you lead the way?
get her to do some ice attacks on these guys and hopefully make this a little bit quicker.
Here it comes. Pushing it.
I'll take care of this.
I'm waiting.
Oh my god, Cloud, attack him.
Finish him off.
All right.
Don't catch a cold. One more. Stay back.
Brace yourself.
Oof, that one hurt. So did that. As soon as I take this one down, we're gonna swap to Aerith and get some healing.
Let's switch it up.
I'll take care of him. Stay strong, okay?
I have a feeling this is
It's
about
your
to hurt.
turn.
Need to heal up.
Bundle up.
Gotta stay.
Another. Ready or not, here I come. Can't keep
Oh
eyes.
no, and they make you fall
open.
asleep too, damn it. Yeah, I forgot about that. It's not a long amount, but between that and the poison, it's frustrating. Oh, damn. And as soon as they get me out of it,
First.
Yep, see, now he's just gonna keep being an asshole.
Let's get serious.
handle them?
All the time.
So catch a cold.
Let's finish this guy off. You are a real ass, you know that?
Pushing it.
I'm just so tired.
Fight through it.
Okay, so I am in desperate need of healing here. Or an antidote. This is why I really
Come on.
kind of like using things like
Okay.
Star Pendant. Otherwise, I'm constantly battling being poisoned and healing, and it's a lot to balance, so.
Back to good now. Get him! Can't keep
Oh,
eyes.
you jerk.
I got this.
Let's see if I can't just deflect one of these. There we go.
Keep it together.
That was pretty
Let's
nice.
do this.
Just go away. Close. Lend
Don't
me your
overdo it.
strength. Just taking a
Watch
little
this.
break.
Here we go. Finish it.
I'll do what I can.
Let's hit him with Blizzara. Oh, can't Blizzard. This is it.
You take over for a bit.
Alright. Man,
This must be it.
they're pretty tough.
Hey, you want to say a prayer too?
No thanks. I think you've got it covered.
We're gonna return right away. I know there's a bench here and we are pretty hurt, but we're going right back to town, and if you remember, the bench is right next to Chadley, so. And actually, I think because we completed the quest, they'll probably heal us up anyway. Let's find out.
I'm really grateful for what you did. Here's your reward. I owe him a lot, maybe more than I can ever repay. And now I owe you a lot too. I know it's not much, but I hope it makes up for it a little bit.
We paid our respects to your wife, and we took care of those creatures.
Oh, that's such a relief to hear. I can't tell you how much it was weighing on my mind. I was beginning to think I might never be able to visit her grave again. With my bad back and my legs, my whole body's a mess, frankly. I didn't think I could make it past the creatures. But I was prepared to die trying, and then you two came along. Still, I've got to face facts. Creatures or no, I can't keep making these trips.
Don't say that.
This is the graveyard key. Run it back to Moggy.
But I just told you about my legs.
Why don't you just give it back?
Okay. It'll cost you 5,000 gil, though.
5,000?
It's always money with you people. Fine. I won't ask you for anything else. I'll take your damned key and give it to the boy. It's downright depressing. What is the world coming to these days?
The world? What do you mean, what is it coming to? I am asking to help you, but for a price. Seems fair to me, but...
Money. That's all you kids think about. Not a whit of generosity or selflessness. I may as well keep working till the day I die.
I wonder how this man thinks that I pay for my food and my lodging, because it's certainly not with generosity.
You're a real dick, you know that? But on the bright side, it seems he's all fired up again.
Ah yes, I'm a dick. I just did 2 favors for you for a couple pieces of clothing. And I'm the dick. That does make sense. So let's take a look at what we got here. A studded bracer. Spiky bracer worn to expose one's inner rebel. So it makes our defense go up quite a bit. That's pretty good, actually. I'm gonna let Cloud wear that. It does drop our magic defense, but that'll be alright. Immune to slow and stop. Nice, okay. Those are going to come in handy at some point. There are some creatures that do use slow and stop against you, and they are very aggravating, so having something like this to keep one of your characters immune to it is going to be pretty important. But for right now, we definitely don't need it. It's not all that important anyway. And Mithril Armlet. I want to keep that on you. Actually, I really think... Does she have 3 or 2 on there? It's only 2. I think we're going to give her a titanium bangle. There's not a whole lot of magic use as of yet, so... And then also, instead of Chocobo, let's give her Shiva. Been a lot of ice-weak enemies in this area, so... Okay. And as you noticed, our HP and MP was restored, so... and now we'll go see what's going on with the kids, with yet another task. For kids, they sure need a lot of things done. You think any one of their parents would be able to come over here and give them a hand or keep an eye on them, but... yeah, it's a different time, I guess.
Now that things are starting to settle down a bit, we can finally play Whack-A-Box again. It's all thanks to you. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's this tired-looking guy out by the community center, and I heard he was looking for some help.
The Angel of the Slums. So that's that guy, and then let's see what this is while we're here.
I want to become strong just like you. Oh, hey, Cloud. You're just in time for our favorite game, Whack-A-Box. You want in? It's super fun. The rules are easy. The person who whacks the most boxes is crowned champion of the hideout. We usually don't let adults play, but since you're cool, we're gonna make a special exception just for you.
Okay, so Whack-A-Box. This is one of the replayable minigames you'll get to do as many times as you want. By just participating in it, even if you don't beat any scores, you're going to get a Moogle medal at a bare minimum. So if you want Moogle medals and you can't seem to get lucky finding them in the world, you could come here and farm them, I guess. I don't think it's the most efficient way to get them, but it is an option. Otherwise, there are some other items we could be getting. You'll see them up in the right here. We have an elixir for 10,000 score, a crescent moon charm for 20,000, and a spectral cogwheel for 30. I believe there will be other prizes. I think it's as you progress in the game. Although I really can't remember. It's been a little while, so let's just give it a shot. I like to use really anything here, but let's just give it a try with the Iron Sword. The objective is just to destroy as many as you can, and you want to get the highest score possible. You'll see as the boxes change in color or shape, they're worth varying amounts of points, and the red boxes will give you extra time, which are going to be imperative to get the high scores. So let's give it a shot or two and see how we can't get the score on the first run, and then we'll go from there. Alright. Nice. Wow. I need so much. Yeah, that's wasting so much time. The 50s really aren't worth a whole lot, so don't worry about them. There we go. Alright, so we've hit the first target score. 10,000, which is great. Hit the second target score.
That'll do.
The third target score. I'm not gonna hit it. I'll hit it if I keep missing. Oh man, why is this one so friggin' hard? Let's see if we can't get through here. I have a feeling we're gonna just miss it, but hey, we got it. Oh, I missed the box in the back. 46,000 on the first try.
Wow, Cloud!
Not too
I've
bad.
never seen anyone do that before! See? Pretty fun, right? Play with us again, Kay?
Hey, look at that. Complete all normal difficulty whack-a-box challenges. So, I think when you get into the hard difficulty, you will get better prizes, and you will have to attain like 50 or 60,000 on your score at least. Let's take a look real quick and make sure. Yeah, so I mean, we got everything on the first run. We're gonna stop there just because that's plenty. You get the idea. If you want to keep grinding and keep getting Moogle medals, you definitely can. Especially because, like I said, you do have these pretty good items over here, and he does get better items on the second playthrough also. But these you're gonna want to buy. So, actually, I'll buy one just to show you guys. So it's worth 5. I can only buy one of these anyway. So Cloud gained 10 special
Thanks,
points.
you guys! I've
Awesome.
got a whole mountain of Moogle medals now. Soon I'll be able to make everyone here super happy.
That's wonderful. So, like Mog the Moogle, you'll be able to make all our hopes and dreams come true?
Not just yours, Kupo. The wishes of every single person in the slums.
It's a lot of wishes.
Lots of people in Midgard love to collect Moogle medals, you know. They'll pay anything to get their hands on more. I'm using the money to set up more shops all throughout the slums, Kupo. I'm giving jobs to the other kids and making life better for everyone here. And that's how I'll make everyone happy.
That's one way of doing it, Kupo.
And I've got extra happiness for you too.
So what's to stop us from selling directly to these collectors?
Moogle magic, Kupo?
Next time, keep your plans to yourself.
Thanks, you guys. By working together, I know we can make the world a happier place. Good to see you, Kupo.
Usually when we have conversations like that, I'd like to check the inventory again, just in case something's changed or they've gotten extra stuff and didn't say anything, but nothing has changed.
Come back soon, Kupo.
We'll continue on from here. Actually, if we check our quests, we can see we have cleared everything except the Angel of the Slums at this point. And I believe this is the last side quest for this area. So let's go ahead and finish this off, and then we'll complete the rest of the chapter here. And of course, we saved one of the more difficult ones for last. So we'll go to the very back left of the map here. Find this mysterious journalist who's for some reason in the slums with some information.
Did you know? This place is haunted.
You
Oh, that's a
wouldn't
terrible
happen
hat.
to be a certain merc that's become the talk of the town?
Was it the sword that gave it away?
I'm Damon. Little more than a humble reporter with the Daily Buzz.
That rag? The one that's always printing awful rumors about the slums?
On the contrary, my dear. We strive to raise awareness of the plight of our undercity brethren. We seek a better future for everyone, rich and poor. Now then, my friends, I find myself in need of your exceptional services for a trifling matter. Are you familiar with the mysterious and notorious bandit known as the Angel of the Slums? She delivers written declarations to her victims, usually Shinra associates, before divesting them of their valuables.
Everyone knows her. Everything she steals, she gives to the poor and needy.
Yes, she's got a knack for public relations. Very popular down here as a result. Nevertheless, she is a criminal and a threat to the public order. I've made it my mission to unmask the villain, but the locals have been uncooperative and uncommunicative, to put it mildly. And now that my identity as a reporter has been exposed, my sources have all deserted me. Which brings me to you, the merc of the hour, and the man who will serve up my scoop.
Alright.
Let's try and jump.
I
I
walk a
thought
few
we'd
feet.
put those days of war and death behind us.
See if we
But
can't find any
won't
info.
let us move on.
There we go.
Good to see you again, Murray.
Good to see you too, Aerith. I'd heard you found yourself a funny new friend.
Cloud, meet Murray. She knows everything there is to know about the slums. Murray, meet Cloud. He's a former soldier and super strong.
He looks useful enough. The kids have been talking about you. The defender of the secret hideout. And now the hero of the Leaf House is helping the Daily Buzz look for the Angel of the Slums.
I am?
I'm a lover of the whispered word. Not that it's any real secret, considering how chatty the Shinra mutt's been.
Not looking into it for the reporter. I'm doing it for myself. Call it curiosity or whatever.
Or could it be you've fallen under the Angel's spell like so many others? Anyway, it so happens that I have some information for you. But I'll need a moment before I can give it to you. Why don't you wait with that reporter of yours?
Alright. You are a pack rat lady. My god.
You could see the sky?
Like one of the homeless people. Like a really prepared homeless person. Bear Grylls meets a hobo.
Try taking after Aaron.
So, any news?
Have you tried talking to Murray at all? She told us that she had some information to share.
Mireille, as in the Mireille? The town gossip? I chased her for days begging for info, but she wouldn't give up a single scrap. So how'd you get the old bird to talk?
It's your hat, dude.
This
Take
old
the hat
bird
off.
had a change of heart, that's all.
Then quickly, before you have another, tell us. What do you know about the notorious Angel of the Slums? Has she struck again? Is that it?
I don't know anything about that, but I do know where her hideout is.
Her base of operations? Now that's a scoop! Where is it? Tell me!
Deep in the scrap, at Lookout Point. Hardly anyone goes out there these days. It's the perfect place for a criminal to hole up.
Lookout Point. Got it! I'll check it out right now.
But before you go, I should warn you about this rumor I heard. About a terrible fiend that's claimed the Angel's hideout as its lair.
Oh!
Quite large, lots of teeth, always hungry. I don't know about you, but I'd not go anywhere near that thing.
Oh, well, well, a good reporter knows never to take foolish risks. Plan first, then act. That's every respectable journalist motto.
If it's a plan you're looking for, I'd say you have one right here. Wouldn't you?
So, my good mercenary, if I might impose upon you again, it would be lovely if you investigated Lookout Point for me.
Of course. I'll do more work for you, sure. Why not? That's what I do. You'd think I'd be getting paid gil, though. I mean, honestly. Wow. Alright, so we have a little bit of a trek ahead of us, so... relative to our position, you can see we got a ways to go. So let's get out of the town, and we're going to follow it pretty much on every right path we can get to.
You can see the sky?
It's amazing. You would think I'd be asking for money on all my jobs, not boots and bats with the wrong end of nails sticking out of them made by children, but I'm not the best mercenary, and it's probably why I'm here. Mental illness precludes me from getting into any real mercenary work, so... Let's see. Yep, just keep on heading this way. And again, we'll fight a couple little enemies on the way, I'm sure, but none of them will be very difficult. That's all extra XP, so it's not a bad thing. Maybe we'll get lucky, find some Shinra boxes with Moogle medals in them. It'd be nice to get one more of those level up books before we leave for somebody, but it just may not work out that way. These things happen. So we're gonna keep moving right. Remember, up there is the locked door with all the goodies behind it, which we cannot get to yet. We will. So don't worry, we're definitely gonna get them at some point. A little bit later in the game. Now, I wonder if running a luck up materia would increase the chances of Moogle medals dropping. I'm gonna find out if anybody knows that. If one of you guys know, let me know. Curious if anybody's done any experimentation on that.
Not bad.
As much as I'd love to do it myself, I don't really have the time to. Between work and school and trying to film this for you guys, it's just pretty limited on time as it is, so. And these take quite a while to film and then record, edit, so. If you guys end up knowing if Luck Up actually has any bearing on what kind of Moogle medals you get, definitely let me know in the comments.
Going in.
Sorry, but we're in a rush.
Alright, Chromogger. Ooh, he hits hard.
Go on.
Alright, so what we don't want to do is hit the wrecking ball. Okay, wow, 27,000 HP, he's up there, so... An autonomous robot discarded by Shinra. As part of its self-repair protocol, it used nearby scrap to repair its upper body, much like the Smoggers. It knocks down foes by swinging its arms with a wrecking ball attached. Jesus. Normal attacks do not affect its stagger gauge, but inflicting a certain amount of physical damage does make it susceptible to staggering. Furthermore, hitting its wrecking ball with magic quickly fills its stagger gauge. So, we're going to want to hit the wrecking ball to get its stagger gauge up as quick as possible.
Whatever.
Oof. It's got a nice little range on him.
Needs more magic.
Wow, wow, wow. This guy is a jerk. And unfortunately, I don't have
my turn.
One more.
thunder on her, so I need to rely on Cloud for that, which is not ideal.
It's on you.
Here goes.
Oh yeah, look at that.
This one's for you.
I brought that stagger gauge up nice and high. I really need to get another arcane circle down. Arcane ward. Oh my goodness. that's right, it silences you. Damn. So not only does it hurt you, it silences you. So that's cool. See if we can't stay out of it long enough to hit him twice here.
Bam!
Let's staggered.
I'd keep my distance if I were you.
I'm waiting.
It's your turn now.
Enough.
Yeah, so if we can do that one more time, we should have him down. Unless we can get enough physical damage to stagger him again, but staying at his back is going to probably be the best way to avoid getting hit by him.
Sorry. There.
Man, this guy is an absolute ass, and Aerith is
Gotta be careful.
not understanding to stay out of that, so I'll have her use a high potion on me instead. Maybe we can, damn, I am out of MP. Well, I guess we can use an ether here. We'll hit him once more.
Calling lightning.
Why can't I?
Man, I need to get that gauge up. And now we should be able to finish him off.
Buzz off. Going in. No more playing nice.
I do have a limit break too, so this should be the end of him here. Just make sure you're actually on Chromogger, not Iron Sphere, when you're using limit breaks, or else it won't really do damage. Alright, just like that. He's dead.
The guardian angel of the slums will collect your offering on behalf of the poor.
This must be one of her calling cards.
I don't see anything else interesting. Let's head back and tell him what we found.
And we're definitely taking the fast travel back, because that is a long walk.
Believe it, you found one of her calling cards! This is the genuine article, I'm sure of it. Penned by the angel herself!
So this is one of her famous warnings.
It's an incredible find! Oh, was that all?
Hold on. Looks like there's something else. A message. To the nosy Shinra reporter sniffing around, I was planning to teach you a lesson you would never forget. However, by the grace of your mercenary friend, you were spared that lesson. But next time he might not be around to save you. You would be wise to watch your step.
Not just a message from the angel, a warning.
If the merc here hadn't bailed you out, that fiend in the scrap would have ripped you to shreds. Sorry about that, friend. Here I was, just trying to help you out. But instead, my kindness almost got you violently killed.
Now. No harm, no foul, right? In any case, I hope this narrowly averted tragedy won't discourage you from sharing information with me in the future.
Hey, everybody! The angel left another calling card! She's gonna rip up Don Corneo!
It's about damn time!
Don Corneo's no easy mark. I can't wait to see how this goes down.
Excuse me, I'm a reporter for the Daily Buzz and...
So much for my reward.
Here, why don't you take this? Oh, and no need to thank me. Let's just say
now
it
we're
slipped out of
talking.
that reporter's pocket. Can't call it theft if you're just claiming what you're owed. Am I right? Well done, Mr. Merc. You certainly lived up to your reputation.
Alright.
We probably
Very
ought
nice.
to call it a day.
Getting late, huh?
I agree.
You've been working so hard you lost track of time.
Had to. The pay sucked.
Because they didn't know if you were worth it yet. But now they do. Come on, let's go home.
So, this seems like a good point to go ahead and stop the recording. When we come back, we're going to continue on towards Aerith's house and a new boss encounter coming up here, undoubtedly. So, thanks for watching, guys, and I will catch you on the next video. Take it easy.